Need a bigger hood.
Hello and welcome everybody, guys. This is the second episode of Forgotten Forge with your squad. Hello everybody, welcome in. I am Bub, your GM/storyteller tonight, and this is my squad. You guys recognize most of them. If you do not, the first episode is available, and we do our sign-offs at the end of every stream. The thing that we like to do here generally in the beginning is just sort of recap some of the events that occurred last time. So, without the most of ados here, let's go ahead and kick that off. What happened last time we played?
Well, we were all walking across a sky bridge and witnessed a murder. All collectively witnessed the murder of an individual. That, what is their name again? What was the
His name is Sam.
Samuel Geldem.
Yes.
Whom Cain has said is an apprentice, but we didn't immediately realize what was really going on. But we did get caught by, or we did see a Warforged killer come in and try to take us all out. Took Scout out.
I was gonna say tried. I think successfly took me out.
Yep.
Scout got.
Yep. One shot.
Pretty early. Yeah. That was an unfortunate. How did that go down? Was it just like move nerd poof, and just smash Scout like that?
The body of Cain's friend, when the Warforged came up to it, they extracted a book, and my character really wants that book. It is my book.
It had the House Cannith logo on the front, which
Logo.
is the house that made the Warforged. Yeah, branding. But it's their old logo.
It is, yes.
Yeah, so Scout was trying to get the book. Upon seeing it, Scout jumped and transformed into their like cheetah form and tried to grab it, but did not get very far. Did have it in my mouth though.
Yeah.
Until I got sliced in half.
Yeah, that was it was spicy. I wasn't anticipating rolling a max damage
in half.
that was rough. It was rough, but
I fell off a bridge.
Okay.
Yes.
And Cain saved my life with Featherfall, and then I had to watch
Run back
everybody. I had to watch everybody play the game.
He spent the whole
Trying to
combat
get back.
running back up to the bridge that we were at after
Listen.
falling off the bridge.
Out of game here. I think Bub. So he was sending a message. It's like, oh, you want to be funny? You want to have cool ideas about how you're hanging off of dangerous bridges? Like, all right, see how that works out for you. I got.
To be fair, he did warn you before you did it, and then you were like, I'm
Well, I
gonna
tried
do it
to back out of
anyway.
it. No,
It
I
was
tried
really because Ivan turned into a cute little stoat.
Yeah.
And I think you were looking for a meal.
I was
as a
resisting
catfolk.
resisting my instinct.
Yeah.
It was adorable. I mean, we can all admit it.
completely
Yes.
adorable. Yes.
Adorably delicious.
Mhm.
My character learned what the word cute means, and
Yes.
also what beautiful means, and what physically attractive means, and told everybody they're physically attractive.
Yes, you did.
Scout just likes to party, man. That's what I'm really getting out of that.
I can't wait to teach Scout so much more about just in the world.
Yeah.
And the new terms.
Sure.
I would like to highlight mechanically, if Anju did not have free Featherfall cast upon them, Anju might have died. Mechanically,
session.
you negate the first 10 feet, but it's every 10 feet is a d6, and at max, that could have been 12 damage. That's more health than Anju has. That could have killed him. That could have
Anju
been
has
really
more
bad.
health than me, so
Yeah.
go
As
on.
So it was worth the gold, you're saying.
Yeah, it's. I was as a Nuzlocker would say, I was dead to crit for sure.
Yeah.
Anju paid 1 gold. He paid 1 full gold
Yeah,
for Featherfall.
He
That's
did.
insane.
He did.
Mm.
and some bugs.
And yeah, it's
Some
true.
bugs.
He did. He got some juice out of it. So it's not
I'm
horrible.
resourceful.
Dude, Cain got the better end of that deal.
I mean, listen,
You're alive though, so
saved my life.
Swindled
I can't
him.
really argue with that. He didn't know me. Didn't have to do that. It's fine. I'm resourceful. I'll get some gold.
Yeah, then we got shown to the like prison
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
holding
guards
area.
took everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saw
Yeah,
my
it's a-
wiener.
Yeah, most of them, yes, that's accurate. Because like,
No.
I'm still
We
naked.
did.
yeah, Scout is still. I mean, as naked as a Warforged can be. Was Ivan really like? Was he worried about that at that point?
No, he was pissed.
He was pretty upset. It's true. We saw another form though. You weren't just a stoat the entire time.
Yeah, I'm currently sleeping in a bed under the covers as a little parrot.
As a parrot, correct. Parrot form, more, in your opinion, more or less useful than stoat.
Much more useful. I can talk.
yeah, you
I
can.
thought I had a pretty good conversation with that guard as he was trying to figure out who I was, and I was having a back and forth with him. Remember?
Yes.
When he was like asking, like, "Are you like?" But I could only talk in the words that he was using, so it's a lot of repeating.
It was a lot of repeating. And it's I was actually asked, chat for those at home right now. I was asked, will it be night immediately? Which leads me to believe that Frost is dreading this curse in the second episode. So
I'm just trying to prepare.
I'm excited. I'm excited for everyone. What else happened here? What can anybody tell us?
Well, while we were sleeping and watching the adorable parrots, Sera was looking at somebody else's.
What's that about?
Stoat.
Yeah. The rest of the party decided to all crash at, was it Ivan's or yeah, I was like,
my dorm.
I got a dorm. You guys want to crash there? And everybody's like, yeah. And Sarah's like, well, I have my own place. I will catch you all tomorrow, as we were to meet at the Broken Anvil Tavern to learn more about what transpired. And I went to go meet my secret lover, who is an assassin by the name of Hal. And we met up and rendezvoused, and I happened to glance over at his little dossier that he had, his next hit, because he's a assassin in the Assassin's Guild. His next hit is none other than Anju. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Smash cut to me like happy as a lark, just curled up in the corner on a pillow, purring. I'm having the time of my life right now.
Yeah. What I'm curious here, Trace. What do you think that means for Anju's face to be in this dossier? What does that mean?
It means he must have a reason. He must have done something wrong. I think he might be a thief or a criminal.
I think it's wrong that he's an assassin.
Maybe.
I mean,
Assassinating
assassins
people might be
always
bad thing.
assassins are always good people. That's if I've learned anything.
They're misunderstood, some of them.
Perhaps your boy is misunderstood as well. You never know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see where my loyalties lie.
Yeah, this metagame conversation is terrifying.
Yeah.
It could mean it could mean a lot of things. I'm not opposed to see where this goes. I'd like to see, though, with everybody here, I would say with an exception to Scout, is a living part of the world. Scout is obviously, from all intents and purposes, a very recent construct. What is everybody's immediate take on Scout, the Warforged?
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
I got to see some of Scout's insides for a moment, trying to recreate that from memory and figure out how all that works. So
An endearing liability.
Yeah,
I think it is how Anju would see that.
Yeah.
But I'm like new in town, so Warforged is like a universal thing. It doesn't matter if I just moved here, right?
Yeah. Everybody,
So-
if you're from any
so I'm
of
not
the immediate kingdoms of Karnath or Breland, Ondair, then you are familiar with what a Warforged is. They are a creature or a device of destruction. They were designed to be a weapon. So, does Scout really look like a weapon?
Nah.
No.
Yeah. It's intriguing.
It's intriguing. It's intriguing. Cain, what is Scout's secret?
What is Scout's secret?
Yeah. It was brought
Do
up.
I know that?
Yeah,
Do I
I
know
think
this?
everybody might know this. What is
Oh,
Scout's?
they don't have a they're basically not registered.
Yeah.
A registered Warforged. They're supposed to have a maker's mark.
Mm-hmm. Scout likes a
Contraband.
Cutie mark.
Yeah.
Contraband. My specialty.
But surprisingly enough, the person working on Scout kind of shrugged that off. I don't know if a good impression was made upon them, if Ivan helped with that at all. Maybe they liked Ivan's nudity. I don't know.
They
what's
said
going
that
on
they
there.
believed that
Um,
it got
I thought
knocked
it got
off
like
in the
scratched
battle.
off or
Yeah,
something.
they
that came
said
with
they-
battle.
They said it might have been destroyed, but that still seems a little like, oh, it must have just seems like, oh, it must have been destroyed. It's kind of like a big deal. So I don't know.
I mean, yeah, in
They let 'em
the
off pretty easy.
in the search for the maker's mark, immediately seeing a handsome naked half elf spring forward, you might find some distraction. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So that's the thing. So it ended
Go over
with
here, not at the Warforged.
media
Wait,
peony
but
gatherer.
big thing is we do have the book now, and
Yes.
Cain has possession of the book, and Cain has made a deal with Scout that after they
Right.
copy everything, they will give Scout the book. And so Scout is patiently has agreed to the terms of this contract.
Even though the book is empty when we looked in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Book was empty. This
And
is
it doesn't smell like anything strange.
it doesn't smell
but it
or
doesn't
feel,
like paper.
correct. It
It's
doesn't feel
probably
like traditional
skin. It's
paper.
always skin, isn't it? Like,
Is it though?
I mean, I feel like usually these
Always.
things, when they're not paper, they're skin.
always
So we'll see.
sometimes skin.
Always, sometimes skin. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Anything else that was potentially left out? Okay.
I got a sweet bat.
You have a sweet bat. Yeah. All right.
Squeaks.
Yep.
A lot
Squeaks
of
And
indeed.
animals.
I blasted that Warforged in the face with mud.
You did. You
Yeah.
mudballed. He's a mud wizard.
And Sergeant
Right.
Dellum said that we have friends in higher places or something like that.
Oh yeah, we have a
Yeah.
meeting with, what was it, the lady or something? Our lady or
You can
Seek your
Yeah.
lady.
Seek your lady.
your lady. Where?
The broken
The
anvil.
The broken anvil. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's actually
I love
exactly
note takers.
where you're at.
Great.
They are the best, right? They make you feel so good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like watching the end of the episode 2 days ago.
There's
like,
the
oh,
chaotic
right.
end of the spectrum and the lawful end of the
I have
spectrum.
19 pages of notes. So
Yeah.
I was like, I remember I was mentioned and it seemed like I was in danger and white guy blinking .gif. Like that's all I remembered. I was like, I should probably do a quick refresher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, guys. I think that's going to
this is why I
summarize
take notes.
pretty much all the
Thank you.
details
You're
in our
appreciated.
recap.
Takers.
And that leads us to this particular point, ways that you guys can affect the game. Luck rerolls being the first and most prominent way. We are halfway to our first luck reroll. Every 10 gifted subs leads them into a luck reroll. They will use these throughout the duration of the
Oh,
episode.
we'll use them.
If they don't use them, they're lost. They don't go and rotate into the next session. Okay? So it's up to them to use them at their discretion. If all of the luck rerolls become filled, they will have access to Desperation Dice. Desperation Dice is a d6 that they can take at any time for anything sans damage. They can add that to their roll. I get a few of those into my own pool for every time they use one, and I can use them for anything except damage. I will also get luck rerolls, and I can use it for whatever I like. That's about it for right now, at least for this particular story. If the players all decide that they're happy with this and they wish to move further into the depth of this world and we adventure to the next book, then we'll unlock Wild Magic.
No.
No.
Everybody's favorite.
First luck reroll unlocked. Thank you so much, Art Crazy 420. I appreciate that, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Setting the scene. Our camera will turn in as first light breaks through the window of the broken anvil. It's no longer nightfall, and it just so happens the broken anvil isn't one of those wry corners where light breaks by skyway. Perhaps it's just where the sun is currently at the moment, and it may not last, but it is for now. And you're met with the comfort and graceful poise of a character that you've come to know, potentially even love, in this time. Describe for everyone what he looks like now that he is, I would say, mostly undressed.
He is an elf. and he has long, dark hair, black hair that's long, and green eyes. And he has a bunch of like tattoos or marks on his arms that Sera honestly doesn't know what they all mean, and maybe has asked but doesn't really. I don't think she really like processed any of it. So yeah, he usually is wearing more. He's donned in like cloaks and keeps to the shadows a lot.
Yeah.
But in this moment, not so much.
What's his name?
His name is Hal. That is not his real name, but that is what Sera calls him.
Okay. Has he given you his real name before?
I don't think he has.
True love. Sorry.
We're not there yet. We're almost there.
Yeah.
He and I have been
Yeah.
seeing each other for some time, but
Sometimes 2 days. No.
it's also like he's told me it's for his like for our protection and everything. Because again, he's in an assassin's guild. It's kind of dangerous. So just like
You're sitting at the edge of the bed when you feel his touch over your back. Just a slight yawn. Morning.
good morning.
Leaving already.
I do unfortunately have business to attend to today.
As
Do
anticipated.
you?
Yes, of course, I wouldn't come to Sharn without seeing business. It's not exactly my favorite place, and it's never quite felt like home.
Of course. How long are you in town?
I'm not sure. I have some immediate reconnaissance. Someone that I have to look out for. Keep an eye on them for a brief while.
Well, I know you and I don't usually talk about work stuff for obvious reasons. I'm just curious though, what is what's this job this time? Is it a big one? Is it small? Do you think it'll be easy?
It's hard to say. I was just told, and he kind of like, there's a moment where he kind of glances around. It's like he's scoping out the surroundings, trying to see if there might be anything that stands out before finally, it's a person of interest. Our house was hired by someone they once knew. Just supposed to see what it is they're doing here in Sharn. You don't come to Sharn with the intent of hiding. You start over fresh, make a name for yourself, and you generally pull off something large. And with this person's history, it's really hard to say what exactly they might do. Based on what I know, it's not the first time they have had some wry run-ins with the law, but we'll see what happens here. I'm curious, though.
When you get these assignments, do you ever like, I don't know, is it just a job to you? Or do you think like, what is it about this person? What is it about this target?
I try not to allow myself to be even remotely emotionally involved with the individual. I don't wish to know their personal lives. It becomes harder. If, for instance, you became a target of mine, it would be difficult for me to dispatch of you, or even to turn over information. I would do it because it's what is right for the house.
So you would, if you were given, if I was your next target, you would do it.
You understand what might happen. I would be excoriated, stripped of my title, potentially even killed myself.
Well, I guess the same could be said for me if my order were to tell me that I needed to go after your guild.
You seem
Sorry.
upset about that.
I'm sorry.
Did I get under your skin?
This is why we don't talk about these things. I'm sorry. It was a long day yesterday. I got attacked. Well, I didn't get attacked, but I saw somebody get attacked and murdered.
Wow.
Yes. Great welcome to Sharn. This place is, I don't know what I expected, but yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's just got me thinking a lot and thinking about like people and life and like, do we really have to, like, do you have to do this?
Listen, half-elves are rarely the target. In this situation, you would have to make a lot of enemies. And the person I'm after, while they may not have that many enemies, someone is interested in them. And I'm not at liberty to say much more about it. Listen, Sera, you've never done anything, at least as far as I can tell, to cause concern. Why are you so worried? Why now of all times?
Sera is very bad at lying. I feel like I might have to like roll something for this because honestly, she is a very truthful person. And he might even be able to see through this. I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Okay. What are you trying to determine here? If you're going to lie to him, or are you coming up with a lie?
Yes, if I'm going to like just leave it and not say anything more, or if I'm going to tell him the truth.
Sure.
If I roll higher than a 10, I am going to tell him the truth.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. I say nothing. It's fine. Sorry. I'm glad that we get to see each other again.
He already senses that there's something off about you here. You had a very long pause. Your eyes sort of shifted side to side. You're asking an eerie question. You're mixing the business with pleasure.
Yeah.
He senses something's off. I'm going to even sense motive.
Okay.
You don't even know me like that.
I feel like there's something more you're not telling me.
Okay, last night I saw a little bit of your dossier while you were laying there, and I saw who was on it, and I might have seen them yesterday.
All right.
Just more. We've smash cut back to Anju completely oblivious, like doing very dumb looking cat things like 5 times by now.
Making biscuits right now.
Yeah.
Just
like
pushing
I'm
into the
just
pillow.
Making biscuits in the sleep.
Yeah, hairballs, just fucking cloud 9, totally clueless.
I saw them, and I interacted with them. They seemed very nice.
You saw them yesterday, before you saw me.
Yes.
Before you knew of this.
Yes.
He's a little bit fuddled. He's sort of lost for words. Like he's just kind of playing some things over in his head.
I'm just saying. I don't know. That's why it just kind of took me aback for a minute.
He rolls sort of like from his side onto his elbows. He's not quite laying flat, but his elbows are propping him up on the bed. I didn't think that it would be like this.
Be like what?
I didn't think that there would be a conflict of interest. Is there a conflict of interest?
Honestly, I don't know. I just met him yesterday, and I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe like whatever this family hired you to do, maybe he is a horrible murderer or something. I don't know.
He
It's
leans
just-
in at this point. So what do you know about them?
I know that they tried to help yesterday when we were I told you I witnessed a murder, and it was a Warforged that attacked us in the streets, a group of people in the streets, and he was there, and he tried to shoot at them and tried to help. So, but that's really all I know about them.
So he's armed.
Yes, he is. My God.
Fuck you, bub.
Did he seem proficient with the use of the bow?
Pretty proficient, I guess.
Checks out based on the dossier's information.
Yeah.
I'm sweating, dude. Cats don't sweat, but I'm sweating.
Did he
I'm
say anything
sorry.
about his family at all?
No, not that I remember.
You don't. Okay.
I didn't really ask much. Yeah.
Will you see them again then?
Oh God, I can't. Does she lie again? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly.
I can tell I'm trying to not mince words or mix this. My job is to not dispatch of them. I'm just supposed to report in information about their whereabouts, their well-being, and what they've become involved with.
Oh, you're not going to kill them.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Not until I get a text.
Waiting for
Okay.
the pigeon to come in.
Well, I don't know where they might be, honestly.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just, again, this whole thing just kind of just.
Did you know
this
last night before what we did?
No, I only saw it after. I wasn't paying attention to your job papers while
Wow.
while I'm spending time with you. I just happened to glance over and I saw it.
I don't know. Your mind just seemed elsewhere. I couldn't quite place it.
It seemed elsewhere. There has been a lot going on, and I'm having a bit of a moral conflict. Okay, you know how I am.
This is a really hard picture to paint for anyone else. Can you imagine explaining that a paladin of
Yeah.
Sovereign on High is meeting with an assassin of a house?
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm happy to see you again, and I want to continue to see you. So let's just forget about it for now and just enjoy our day till we both have to be busy. You do your thing and I do mine.
He pauses, and his eyes fall to the window. Yeah, I think I'd like that. Our camera cuts. Ivan, describe your bachelor pad, if you would, please.
It is pretty much fucking nothing. It's a small twin-size bed that my feet hang off of when I'm a human. There's a wardrobe, there's a bathroom, and there's a carpet on the floor, and I have an excessive amount of pillows that I place on the floor before I go to bed. That some of them are being occupied currently by friends and one by a cat.
How many pillows just out of curiosity, how many pillows do you think you have?
12.
You have 12 pillows, and
then one giant, one large actual sleeping pillow, like 12 throw pillows.
Okay, like when you say large sleeping, is it like a body pillow?
Yeah. Like cuddle with and also rest head on. Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Also, I like that he said his friends and a cat.
Cat tried to eat me. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't try to eat any, but you know what? I tried not to eat you, okay?
it failed.
Scout doesn't generally sleep, just goes into a sort of sentry-like mode where they scan the surroundings. Anju is basking in some of that the comfort of a closed and protected area with a large pillow, probably a blanket. And we see Cain nestled in the corner. He does not lay down like the rest of you. He probably sits back to the wall, head slumped forward. But I want to know if anybody's doing anything. Ivan, you're going to be the first to wake up. You have a human form at this point. It's your half-elf form.
Scout has been. Can I have my cloak back, or do I not have my cloak?
You probably will have your cloak back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scout is kind of like sitting by the door because it's the only entrance, and like their body is kind of like staying stationary, but they have their cloak off, like the hood part of it off, and their head is just rotating around in circles, 360, just scouting and listening.
I would assume if I then like roll out of bed, are you gonna pop up and be in non-sentry mode after that?
Yeah, Scout would immediately turn their head towards whatever's making the noise and just like scan.
Yeah, I guess I'd look over at you and be like, the two of you been up all night? Pointing at you, and Squeak's hanging in, because he's kind of, I'm assuming, keeping watch for Cain.
The tiny creature has been watching me.
Good to make friends, I guess.
I do not know if they are friend.
Squeaks, are you a friend?
There is no
I'm not
response
hear that.
back. It's just kind of glancing out over the top of the staff, and its eyes sort of focus, but it's you see the ears sort of trying to catch every bit of noise in the room. It never quite seems to glance away from Anju.
Target is listening, but it appears to be paying attention to Anju.
Anju, the sound of your name coming from the Warforged probably will start to rouse you here. Cain, similar situation for you. They're talking about Squeaks, Anju. Everybody arises. Good morning.
Big stretch, buddy.
Weeks is gonna ball back up. As soon as I start waking up, he's gonna ball up to go to sleep since it's daytime in his spot.
All right. Do your morning stretches. We got to get out of here pretty soon.
What are morning stretches?
And then I'll just kind of like start doing it. I'll be like, this is morning stretches. Oh man. Surprisingly.
Morning stretches activated.
And Scout will also extend the arms out.
You've got to be careful stretching when you're my age. Your bones get a little creaky.
That's because you lived in a cave and I saw how you were sleeping. That's terrible for you. You need to
It's the
stretch.
best sleep I've had in years.
You're welcome. You're welcome here anytime that I'm also here. I would recommend doing some stretches. At your age, I'm just saying, you say it's at your age, it's bad to do it. It's the exact opposite, scientifically speaking. I'm in school right now.
All right. Jump up and do a couple of toe touches.
I think I just saw an old man's testicles.
They don't hang that low.
All right, you guys ready to head to the Broken Crown Anvil thing?
Do they have food and
The
coffee?
Broken Anvil Tavern. Yes,
Yeah,
it appears they have food and drinks. Would you like the menu?
No, thanks, Siri. I'm good. Thank you. That works for me. Also,
Who is Siri?
it's just a joke, little one. I don't worry about it. I apologize. I apologize for what may have been interpreted as, or if you feel like maybe I was a threat to you existentially for sustenance. I'm sorry. It wasn't my proudest moment. I would love to go get breakfast. I knew you were a guy. I'm sorry. I knew you were a guy.
Listen, all I'm saying is I've been a small animal every night now for a while.
Well, now I know I can prepare.
I know. I'm just saying that I've seen, birds and bats.
Why
even.
is that exactly?
That's, you know what? Old man's got a
I've
good
never
question.
seen such a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
With the old man.
Yeah. So I work for a company. It's called Charnes City Alchemy Moguls. I can give you my pitch if you want.
Can I pick up on this? Like, if I heard of this, or can I immediately smell a scam? Because I feel like I would be like, oh.
I mean, it spells scam. It's Charnes City Alchemy Moguls. It literally
It spells the abbreviation of scam.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So you see, like the company is right. Like, it's not just a company that is about selling the alchemy potions, right? Potions are miracle cures for anything from curses to broken bones to burns, anything like that. But it's all about getting people in on it, right? So not only can you buy the potions, you can also be your own boss, and that's like really cool. And so I got this woman
potions.
Yeah. No, it's a
yeah, that's
potion.
a good point.
They cure everything. They cure everything. Again, from burns to curses to broken bones.
Do they cure everything? Dude.
Yeah, no, everything. Why, are you not supposed to be a cat?
Fortunately, I was born this way.
Okay.
So
okay.
you need
can't cure birth defects, unfortunately. I'm sorry. That is the
Excuse me.
a potion. A potion
My
will
My
kill you.
transformations were a gift.
You're saying what was that now?
My transformations was a gift.
Oh no,
I
no,
would
what
not
Cain
want
said
to
about the
cure
potion
it.
thing.
So you are to procure a potion from this company to cure your illness or
Yeah,
curse
so
or whatever.
I've tried, and what I think it is, and this is just like me, figuring it out myself with just putting two and two together. I think that this person, so basically I got this person in on the company, and they didn't have a good time. They got mad at me about it because they may have lost all their money. And they cursed me. But what I think happens is every morning they wake up and they recurse me. So if I drink the potion, I get uncursed, and then by nightfall I'm cursed again. That's why I think it doesn't work.
Ah, I'm sorry.
you wanna try
I
some?
asked.
You got any ailments?
No, I'm fit as a fiddle.
All right, then
I don't
guess,
turn into any
now.
birds or
I guess my
chickens
next question would
or
be, since we're
deer.
just on the topic here, I know we just met each other. You said you just got out of a cave, right?
Let's not talk about me.
I'm just saying you're not
My
doing anything
life
for
is so
work right now.
boring.
You're just not doing anything for work right now.
Can we talk about meat? I could go for a full English right now.
Before
Can we talk
get
and walk?
breakfast, before we get breakfast, I'd like to have a chat
I'm
with
capable of talking and walking.
everyone but that one.
No, now I want to hear about that.
That sounds like a birth
Hold
defect.
on.
If I could get Ivan and
Can you make a
you,
potion
Anju,
for
just
that?
for one moment, please.
Multitasking potion? Sorry, go ahead, old man.
Just
I'm
I will-
that old.
I will have
Okay,
a
so I'm
conversation
sorry.
with you if you promise me one thing. Before we head out this morning, you'll take a bath. And I point towards the bathroom.
I can give you one.
You've been away for a long time, and I would like to treat you to maybe a shave if you'd like. You don't have to. It's just, I don't
As
know
a
when we're going to
creature-
be coming back if we're starting out, going to this place and getting some sort of mission to go on.
As a creature with a, let's say, enhanced sense of smell,
But we were just out in the rain yesterday.
I agree with the former weasel about the bathing.
Stoat. Have you heard of soap? And I am unblinkingly staring in your eyes right now, whether or not they're locked with me. I'm like kind of like doing one of these, like trying to make sure I'm in the center of your vision. I'm not asking the cat guy if he wants to.
If you'll pay for my breakfast, I'll be happy to.
I'm paying for your soap
of yours.
fucker.
Ivan,
What do you want?
A knock at the the door.
I
It's,
gave you gold.
You don't normally
There
have anybody.
appears to be someone behind the door.
You don't normally have anybody that tends.
I don't
to
usually
see you.
have any people. I have friends that I know when they're gonna come. Who is it?
Yeah, Ivan. Ivan, are you there?
I mean, yeah.
I'm hiding. I
no.
immediately hide.
Who's asking? Who's there?
Ivan, it's one of the few people that you know he's not the brightest bulb in the lot, but he's someone that you've definitely befriended, maybe even used in the past to sort of get ahead, sort of leapfrog up the chain and scam. And
Don't call it that.
he respects you. He definitely is curious for you. And he's like, "Yo, man, are you in there? Like, you ran out yesterday. The boss is pretty mad."
Oh yeah, I'm here. What do you? And I go to open the door. I'm just gonna like open it a crack and lean in to like see if he can see less in what's going
We'll
on in there.
immediately
Yeah.
put their hood up.
Describe what this person looks like and give me a name of this character.
God, you give me more time to prepare for this.
God.
He's gonna be called Idio. Is his name. Idio.
Got it. Idio.
And his last name is Tisk. So his name is Idiot.
Got it.
No, Idio.
Idio.
Yeah,
What does Idio look like?
Idio wears he in his off time, right, when he's not going to work, he likes to wear leather overalls with no shirt on underneath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
Kind of like
up.
a hillbilly in the out of game, right? Kind of like that. He wears,
Sure.
He's very country boy.
Yeah, I hate it. All right.
Yeah, he's got very long, messy blonde hair, unkept. He's got a couple of teeth missing, and seemingly doesn't bathe enough. Kind of like someone in the room.
Do you open the door? Do you open? Is it just, you're talking like the crack?
Yeah, just a crack, just to be able to catch an eyeball with him.
He sees you as you open the door. And he's like, "Hey, what happened? Like, what happened to you, man? You were there and then you had to go."
So I was meeting with I had a date last night, and it was like,
"Yo, did you bring her home, or him? You haven't clarified what that's about yet. What's that smell? Is that smell?"
Yes, we had a good night.
Oh,
You think
no,
you can
that's
cover for me?
bad. That's bad. That's
about to take a poop shower.
nasty. Oh,
I know,
you did. Oh, that's nasty.
No, we went down and we got some of we got some of those some of those turkey legs, and like I think that they just
you know
kinda
this upset
festered
your
under the
stomach, man. Like
yeah, but like we
come
kept
on,
going at it over and over again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
The turkey legs?
No, the person. Are you in there?
I she's sleeping.
Yo, are you hot? Yo.
I am cute.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Ivan, did you bag a Warforged?
No.
Whoa, I didn't know they had that kind of stuff.
No. She's a mute. She's a mute, and she talks through like a magical box. She lost her vocal cords, so she can't. That's just how she talks.
Ivan, you dog.
Yeah. No, it's like a whole thing. Do you think you could cover for me with the boss today?
Hey man, I got you.
Thank you.
Idio is on it. All right.
Thank you, Idio. I really appreciate it. Idio T, right? And I hold out my fist through the door.
Call me Mr. Tisk. You know what I'm saying? Idio, let's go.
Hell yeah, love that. All right, Tisk, get out of here.
All right, thanks, bro. I'll see you later. He bounds off.
Holy. And I just like close the door and I lean against it. Am I dumber now after talking to him? Do I seem dumber? Like,
you probably seem relieved, but you definitely know it's going to be the easiest conversation you have all day.
To be less intelligent.
That's awesome. I feel stupider. All right. Cain, what did you want to talk about?
Yes, it's about the the chipper girl. She's I
Sera,
don't know
I
if
think her
you've
name was?
noticed or not, but she can't keep information to herself, so I just wanted to let everyone know to be careful what you say around her.
Scout, can you do that?
Why?
Sometimes it is best to keep information from others for the betterment of them, to keep them safe.
Ivan,
For their
perception.
own sake. That's right.
Ivan, can you give me a perception,
what
please?
what people don't know can't hurt them. It's
Right, like we didn't tell Cain that he smelled bad until there was a shower nearby because we didn't want to hurt his feelings until he could fix the
perfect
situation.
example.
We don't have time for this.
We very much do. We'll
Frost,
make time.
can you give me a perception, please, for your character?
Literally, what time is it right now?
1 sec.
It's early. You're very safe in like breakfast time.
Okay, we're not gonna miss our appointment.
No.
Perceptions in the three stack on the right side.
Yeah.
Nice. You rolled quite well. Ivan, as you're saying this, it's like this is right in the middle of that conversation. I was just looking for a breaking point. But you've already shut the door and Scout said that you do sound less intelligent. You hear down the hall. You hear it like it's way up. Yo, Ivan's back to Warforged, guys.
Right. Oh God, guys, we got to. Okay, Cain, maybe we don't have time to shower. We gotta get out of here,
raid
guys.
again if you have such a problem.
We can walk and talk. We can walk and talk. It's fine.
Scout literally said
Am I
they can't walk and
embarrassing
talk.
you?
So unless somebody wants to carry Scout.
No, Scout said they can. Affirmative. I can walk and talk.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
All right, we got to bounce. Let's all leave the room at the same time. I'm just gonna kind of like huddle between you guys if we have to go by Idio again. Yeah, we could just. They're gonna come back, 1000%.
So the game plan is to hide. Is to hide Ivan between Cain, Anju, and Scout.
Scout, I saw you change. Do you have a big form?
Which of my forms would be the biggest?
Probably the cheetah.
I mean, cheetahs are relatively small for big cats.
Yeah, still
But
bigger.
Like, I'm bigger
small.
than a
All my
cheetah.
things are small. Like I'm kind of a small.
Anju is literally bigger than a cheetah.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys can just make a wall and we can just get out of here. I mean, or we can go out the window, and because I know at the end of the hallway there's a window.
Yes.
It would be dangerous. You gotta go out the room, take a left instead of a right, go towards the hallway, but we're like a couple floors up.
Trying to remember what happened last time one of us dealt with like a ledge. It was high up.
Jumped.
You recovered excellently, so.
Yeah.
It was all me.
Would you pay 1 gold too?
Do I have first of all, I was asking out of game. Everybody can just calm down.
I figured you were asking out of game.
Do I have so we have to sneak past these people. Do I have anything to like safely get him out this window?
You don't have to sneak past them. You can tell just by like reading Ivan's mannerisms that it's more about saving face as opposed to actually saving his life.
I mean, we could do something really weird. We could do something really weird.
Prestidigitation and clean myself.
Did you say you're going to use that?
How do you do? Like, what exactly are you doing? Are you removing soil from the way that you look?
Yes.
Okay.
I will clean myself. It only lasts for an hour or so, and I'm going to be dirty in an hour again and have to recast it. But
got it. Okay.
I'm gonna pull a trick out of the old man's bag. Show Ivan you don't need soap.
So
Motherfucker,
here's
we got
like
magic.
There's one final way that we can play this. One single play. All right. Scout pretends to talk for Anju. Anju pretends that they're a female and that I boned you last night. That's the only.
That ain't happening.
Or I just run at full speed. You just want me to run as fast as I can?
Homie, I think Mr. Base of your pyramid scheme is gonna have to think what he thinks about you.
Excuse me, it's not a pyramid. Wait, hold on. We can bug with that right now. Okay, there is time for that. You want to talk about why it's not a pyramid scheme? Okay, it's because he's at the top. He gets 2 people to buy in. Those 2 people get 2 people to buy in. Okay, now you're like, oh my god, it's making a pyramid. But one of those 4 people, right? What if they get 5 people? That's not a pyramid anymore. That's lopsided. Pyramids are equal on every side. That's not a pyramid. Doesn't make any sense.
You know what? You're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
I think that you were thinking about signing up today
I'm
to be an
thinking,
ambassador at Sharn City Alchemy Moguls.
I'm just gonna start walking whatever the most efficient direction to coffee and breakfast is. I am just already on my way. I have decided that they can meet me there. I can't.
All right. Well, this is gonna be fucking annoying.
What is the strategy?
Wing it.
You say wing it. What that means to Scout is different than you. Scout transforms into like an eagle hawk looking.
I mean, if anything, we should be hiding
wooden
Scout.
creature.
It's like a semi wooden falcon-esque. It's very, very swift and small bird.
I am prepared to wing it.
I
Awesome.
think I'll just meet you there.
Awesome. How about you? How about this? You go out the window at the end of the hall since you can fly, and then we'll all meet you there, and it won't be weird, and nobody will spot you.
I mean, I'm overhearing this at this point. Like, I would know that like we don't want other people necessarily to come in contact with this extremely unique Warforged that doesn't have a mark, right? Like, this thing is a risk, right?
Scout's already out the door. The strategy is wing it. Mission wing it is in place. Scout has.
Are you flying past me? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab you
window.
and put you in my bag. Because like you're a liability, and I don't want you to get killed because you seem nice enough.
Scout's gonna try to like not be grabbed.
I'd like at this point, Anju, it's gonna be a reflex.
I'm trying
Let's
to
just
explain also. Like, wait. You need to be hidden. Like, it's dawning on
Okay.
me now that like.
Scout, do you stop to listen at all?
I mean, it's all happening at the same time. It's me going, oh wait, that's probably not good. People are gonna see, and just like wait and try to grab and just explain later. That's all I got.
And what does Scout do here? I'd like to know.
If he tries to grab me, Scout would try to dodge.
Think of me at this point. It's going to be a reflex for him to reach out to kind of grab you, and at that point, it's going to have to go against his CMB versus your CMD. So let's see if he can even reach out quick enough to grab at you.
Okay, reflex is where?
Should be under your attributes. Should be fort,
above
ref,
basic
and
My
well.
CMD is not very high. I'm gonna let you know.
I'm sorry, I don't even.
Your attributes are on the upper left-hand side, like strength, con, all that jazz. Right below that, look for fort, ref, and will. Your F is
Okay.
That's reflex.
Okay, I'm clicking fort.
You need to click reflex.
Ref. Okay, I heard F.
Okay, I actually set the DC at 14, so you're not going to be able to snatch and try to catch Scout out of the air. Scout, you overhear this as you sort of like dip by his paw, just outstretches and attempts to grab at you, and you immediately break for the window. You fly out?
I'm going.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, he said to wait at the window. That's what Ivan said to do. So Scout will go and then perch on the window, just kind of like perch there.
Got it. Okay, sure enough, you
go now. Go now.
You stop at the window and you try to break to flight so that you stay hovering. There's two people actually standing near the window, one of which is the younger man by the name of Idio, and it seems to be another person of roughly his age, and they're just kind of mingling by the window talking. Do you stop in front of that window?
Yep, I'm perched on the window.
You're perched. Okay.
Mission wing it.
Idio looks down.
Now go.
I've never seen one like you. And he like turns and looks down the hallway. Do we see Anju stepping out first?
Yeah, I would be ahead at this point.
Okay.
I'm leaving too.
Then Cain?
I'm done with their shit.
I'm gonna try to like just push back and start playing crowd control.
Whoa. Birdfriend, did you come out of Ivan's room?
I like
think
turn to
Scout
Ivan and I'm
will
like,
try not to say anything because Scout was told like. Scout's a little confused because they were told don't, or sometimes you have to lie to people And Scout's programming is like, don't lie to people. So Scout's just not saying anything because Scout's in like a not sure
mission.
what to do. Yeah, she's not. They're on a
Scout's in-
mission.
Logic loop.
Yeah, on a mission, just stuck to their mission.
Idio immediately, like, he breaks by, seeing that all of you have come out of the only open door right there. That's Ivan's door. Idio is a lot of things, but he's certainly not blind. He passes by you and he's like, Ivan, Ivan, that was a bird, bro.
These are customers.
They're customers.
I've almost got them completely fucking sealed. All right, I'll get you in. There's 3 of them. I'll get you in on one of the 3 if you just.
Yo, commission, keep it fair. On the table.
That's what I'm saying. You get 1, I get 2, because I need you to keep this on the DL right now. Can you?
Wait, are you sleeping with customers?
You not?
I'm keeping. This is a hush voice. I'm sorry, my voice carries.
No, but do you not sleep with?
No, no.
Is that like a personal thing? Like you just can't land them? Or
I've got like a mortal code, dick.
what do you mean a moral code? We're trying to sell things no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not selling Dickens. I'm selling potions.
Okay, well listen, if you can make.
Dude, they were right. They knew the shorts and the teeth. They knew what you were doing. I didn't know. I said that wasn't my boy Ivan. He wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do what?
You
have sex with people?
Listen, secret safe with me, bro. I'm not gonna tell anyone, but they know.
Thank you.
Okay, they know.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Am I able to like run over to Scout and like quickly try to get them undercover before?
Yeah, of course.
So I like run over to the window and I'm like, they're frozen in their robot logic loop, and I'm like, listen, you gotta, we have to keep a low profile because and I'm like, I gotta figure out a way to explain it to a child. So I'm like, if someone sees you, they might be confused by you, and if sometimes when people are confused, they get angry, and we wouldn't want you to get hurt because you're very small and cute. Remember, cute? So we don't want you to be in any danger, right? So, we don't want people to know about you. Does that make sense? Is that?
Scout just blinks at you and turns their head towards Ivan.
Yo,
and then they quietly.
Did you back the old smelly dude too?
In a hushed tone, Anju says,
Not my proudest one.
We are on a mission.
You're a hero.
Wing it.
Yes,
he's
not
buying in
literally wing
threefold,
it.
so you're not getting that commission.
Wing it means
I
improvise.
mean, I'm not here
You
to
know
judge. Just like I thought you had like I don't know a standard or something. Like, dude, you're hot. Like you could get more than like old stank dudes.
It's
I'm going to kill him.
I owe somebody some money.
I'm not above lending you some. Okay, I've got a few crowns.
You do?
Yeah,
Like on you?
yeah. I'm one of the top sellers at Scam.
Don't say that's not a scam.
No,
don't
it's
call it
their
that.
abbreviation.
Yeah, but it sounds bad when you're calling it that. You know what
Fine,
I'm saying?
Char and City Alchemy Moguls. It's just a mouthful. Like not any different than what you had last night. You know what I'm saying?
I dap him up. That one landed for me. That landed.
Yo, but how much you need?
How many do you have?
I don't know, man. I've got like four or five.
How much is that worth? Out of game, how much is that worth?
It's like 5 gold. So
Oh, he's got 5 gold. Okay.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna need something to like eat and drink on later, but like
I'll take. Do you have more back in your dorm, or you just?
I mean, yeah. That's all I got right here.
Can I have 3 of it? I mean, it would, so I can buy these guys breakfast. So they're
Yeah, of course. That's what we do.
You're the best, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I gotta say, Karen at the office, she called you an idiot.
I know. I heard her. Okay, just because I may not be the smartest as me, I'm rock hard on my heart.
Way more
Okay,
sales than her. All right.
I'm maybe large, but I'm fragile.
I know. I just wanted to let you know because I don't think that it's respectful to like talk behind people's back. And she was saying it to a group, and I was there, and I don't feel comfortable being a part of that. And then you being my friend.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
he kind of pokes you for a minute. Yo, did you defend me?
It was the boss was there. I just didn't want to like.
I would have defended you.
You're right. No, you're right. No. Listen, man. When you're right, you're right. That's on me. That's a cross I got to bear. That's.
I feel like this entire
Water
time.
helps you sleep at night. Okay, here, and he like.
Can I
puts 3
like try
gold
to
in your
drum
hand.
up some fake tears like I'm about to cry?
Yeah, let's see it. Give me performance.
All right.
I'm still struggling to explain
fuck.
the concept of an expression that doesn't literally mean the same. Like that's just what's been happening this whole time.
It looks. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like it's not your best sell immediately, but you weren't expecting to do this right in front of Idio of all people.
I'm trying to drum it up. I'm just be like, listen, man. All right, just like my dad, just like he's like wanting me to like be successful, and like he doesn't like me because I'm half human, and so it's just been hard, and I just haven't had the much, you know. I just really need the job, and so I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize that. But you should have seen that our friendship meant more.
What am I here for?
Camaraderie and
I got your back, man.
helping others out.
I got your back.
Thank you.
You need a wingman and you need like a hype guy and support. I got you. I got you. Just, I'll be honest with you. Like I've done some weird stuff for some sales, but I never banged like a bird before, especially like a.
The bird just they wanted to watch. They just
Wild, they want to watch now? Whoa.
That's why you were a bird last night.
That's just a different kind of
Shut up,
weird.
Cain. Shut the fuck up. I'm handling this. I'm getting mad now.
I see.
Hey, you know what? I get it. You know what? When I'm hungry, I get the same way. I get a little ornery. Right. All right, so like, get him breakfast, man. Get him breakfast.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're probably gonna go grab as much meat as we possibly can. Like we didn't have enough last night. You know what I'm saying?
You're a monster. Absolute mad lad. Oh.
Yeah, I really appreciate the 3G, man. You're the best. Hey.
Yeah, of course. So seriously, the boss is gonna want to know what's going on. Like he's pretty pissed at you.
Tell him I got 3 big ones reeled in, pretty much.
Big fish, right? That's what we like to see. Well, two fish and a bird, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh.
You should see when they're a cheetah.
What? No. You know what? You're pulling my leg. You stop it.
You should see when I'm like a stoat. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even know what that means.
We gotta get out of here.
Don't even know what that means. You're wild. Go on. Go on.
We gotta get out of here. Yeah. We gotta get out of here, man.
He's like, I'm such a good dude. Like he walks on. He has no idea what's really even occurred.
I'm just like I'm walking down the hall now that he like can't see me at my front. I'm just still got
So y'all walk past us, and I'm like, no, it's like a metaphor. It's an idiom. Like it doesn't mean literally fly. It means like improvise. You know, improvise is that?
Yo, Scout, do you mind jumping in?
Profile.
Do you mind jumping in his pack real quick? Just read.
Affirmative. Okay.
Scout will jump into your bag.
They just seem to really like me. I look at Anju, like they just seem to really listen. You know, we connect as animal-ish.
Bird just wanted to watch, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
Very cool. Very cool.
You try to explain it to that guy that we've got an unmarked Warforged and a cat sleeping on a pillow making muffins in the morning. All right.
I'm just
I thought with all that bread you were making that we'd actually have something to eat.
So happy that you have such genuine friendship.
Anju was making bread?
He was making biscuits, yeah.
It's different.
I did not see them making biscuits.
You see him doing this on the pillow, and I start making the motions.
Affirmative.
Yeah, so all cats are actually bakers, and they just have to practice how they knead the dough.
You're gonna
or else they lose their. Are you telling me you can't make dough? Are you telling me you couldn't make great biscuits with that technique?
Don't confuse the robot. It's.
Why I don't talk to people.
All
right, let's go, guys.
Is there any more conversation that is had?
No.
Okay, got it. I had to double check. Scout, anything from you there?
I think Scout will just transform back into their normal form and put their hood up inside. But they're like kind of peeking out of Anju's bag with just their eyes.
Got it. Makes sense. Sure. Then we'll transition scenes here. This camera kind of pans away, does a rotation around Sharn as you see the skyway sort of slowly shifting with waterfalls ebbing downward into the center of Sharn's open port. And this is where you see a door swinging wide open here. And you're met by the comfort and warmth of the Broken Anvil Tavern. A warm fire crackles in the corner, welcoming each and all. It's relatively quiet here early enough, so not everybody is as bright and emphatic, I'll say, as Ivan might be, especially in some descriptors. But here you're met with the quiet of the Broken Anvil Tavern.
Do I know the person behind the counter just because I've been around this area?
It's likely that you are. Let's give me a knowledge local.
Yeah. Just close my sheet 1 sec.
You got it.
I mean, a public tavern would be a place where like a weird-looking tiny Warforged probably would cause a bit of a stir, right?
Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna use my.
I just want to know how in danger the small one is at any given moment.
I look like a Jawa right now. I look like I could be like a gnome.
Yeah.
With goggles.
Let's go here. Should put you guys on the right screen. You guys should see a transition here.
Ooh.
Hopefully you do.
I do.
I'm definitely gonna beeline for the counter.
You said you wanted to use your luck reroll?
Absolutely. That 5 annoys me.
There you go.
Much better.
16, yeah. The Broken Anvil is absolutely ran by someone that you're familiar with here. Miriam Pinebridge. She is a halfling, an older halfling, and she's got a bit of a penchant for a short temper, but she runs a strong establishment. She is quite serious about her rules here. Fighting is not welcome. Hunger is welcome. Positive attitudes welcome.
So I guess I'll probably like lead the charge since if I know her, right? Like if I've been here before, right? Miriam, good to see you. How you doing? How the kids?
She sees you, and she's just behind the bar itself. And when she sees you, her eyes sort of train near the door, and you're hit with like this scoff. Just
Miriam. I got 3 gold with your name on it if you can feed all of my friends here.
And you owe me 5.
I got 6 gold with your. Do I have 6 gold? I've got 5 gold with your name on it if you can feed all my friends here.
If you already owe me 5 and I feed your friends, then you will owe me more.
I only owe you 4. Can I roll deception on that?
Give me a bluff. Give me a bluff.
Can I? Is that a thing you can roll for? Oh, bluff?
Yeah, of course you can bluff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the third thing.
15. I'll give her a sense motive here. I critical failed. Yeah,
it's 3.
You at least owe me 4. That much I remember.
Yes, and so 5, and then you feed my friends?
Depends on what kind of food they're after. Ivan, I'm certain it's 5, but... Oh, you're lucky you're cute. What'll it be, boy?
What do you guys want? We got meat. I guess we got beer, but it's a little early.
I do not need for such sustenance. No, sustenance. That word is hard to say.
I'll have theirs.
Have their what?
Yeah, if Scout's not eating, I'll take their share.
Oh.
So I'll have 2 ales and 2 of whatever is warm and fresh.
Anju? Anju, we're ordering breakfast, so...
I know. Sorry, my dog had to go out. So
You're good,
I
you're good.
literally... No immersion breaking.
Anju is a baker.
Yeah, he is.
I just imagine this tiny little voice emanating from my pouch and me being like, I'll just have a black coffee, please. And what do you have with like so much protein? Just meat, please. Every one of each kind of meat. Eggs, great. Thank you so much. Coffee, black. And I will need refills on that. Thank you.
She leans into the bar, Ivan, to look at you. You're gonna owe me more.
I don't have... Guys, Guys, I'm out of money. Can you help? Guys,
I can pay for mine.
I do not have any.
you're not eating. You're fine.
Sarah,
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
it's about
Hey,
this time
thank
that
you.
you've started coming down the stairs, and you can see that they're not making a bit of a big deal, but Scout's voice rings out over the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, do you have a volume setting? Is there a knob we can turn?
Hey guys.
Hey.
You
Morning.
made it.
Yeah.
Good morning. It took you a long time to get here.
Yeah, what were you doing over there?
Tell me about it.
Dude, I stayed here.
Stuff.
Why did you? There was a free.
I'm not one to stay in a dormitory.
I have like
And
15 pillows.
It was quite lovely.
I slept
well,
against
It
the
was
wall.
cramped.
You curled up on a single pillow.
I
It was
have low standards.
a very defensible location. Only one
Scout,
entrance.
you look different. Oh no, wait, you're the Jawa now still. Yeah.
Regular form.
Yes. You're the Jawa now. Well, I'm glad that you all had time to bond.
We found out that Anju is a baker, and all cats are bakers.
I'm
Anju.
just slamming coffee. Like,
You know, Anju, what other cool things about you do we not know? Like, are you like where are you from?
I'm from out of town.
Yeah. What's your occupation?
I'm a Can I roll for how suspicious this sounds?
Can I? Yeah,
I'm a
I was
merchant.
about to say, can I sense motive here? If I'm hearing this.
Like,
Sure,
can I,
it's
like,
if you would have said it any differently, then it might have slipped past you. But you're already a bit hesitant. You don't really know anything about Anju, so you're generally curious. Of course, if you'd like to make a sense motive, you can. Anju, if you're going to
well, okay.
bend
Like,
the truth or lie, give me a bluff, please.
like, I also want a sense motive because, like, in character, these questions are immediately red flags. I'm like, oh, this person's trying to kill me.
Let's
Like,
start by if you're initially choosing to make a sense motive, then go ahead. But everyone outside of Sera, please give me a perception check.
Ooh, all right.
Oh fuck.
Oh, jeez.
How many times have you crit success on perception?
Yeah,
I was gonna
Anju's-
say, Anju.
He didn't
I
even use it
crit
on perception.
success
That was on
on-
sense motive.
I crit
Oh.
success on all the stuff that I have beefed up. That's the dumb thing. I crit success on the stuff that I don't need to.
So Cain has a 12 on sense motive. Unless was that a reroll?
I
Okay.
was rolling it, but not if
Okay.
I fail my perception though. Like,
So Cain got with his reroll, he got a 14 on sense motive. Ivan has a 19 on perception. Unfortunately, a fail from Cobalt here. Let's see. So that's a 5. Anju with a 26 on sense motive, and Scout with a 16 on perception. So we'll start with this. You asked the question to try to discern whether or not he's telling the truth here. I need a bluff from Anju, please.
I mean, merchant isn't a lie.
It's not a lie, but it's
Bub?
not an exact truth.
if you're trying to conceal something, then you have to bluff.
Yeah. Great.
With a 2, he absolutely fumbles in
God.
this. He
How
stumbles
many
over
luck rerolls do we have?
one. We have one luck reroll. Unless,
it's not
of course,
worth it.
chat
This
makes
is-
it happen.
It's more fun. It's more fun.
It's true. He what tell me exactly what you say here.
I feel like I'm just so intensely vague that it's obviously sus. Like, there's no way. I'm from out of town, and what do I say? I feel like if I crit fail, right? So, like, I probably, like,
So you can't critically fail,
stumble-
right, on skills, right? It's just
Sure.
you have
But, like-
no poker face at all.
Yeah, that's
I'm just from out of town.
I'm a merchant. I'm a dealer
A dealer
on the
of
market
of
forces.
underground black market.
It's no, totally legitimate. You can't prove that. Why would you say something like that? I'm offended. Just starts drinking my coffee. Like,
What did what did we perceive?
This is what you actually perceive here. Scout, you will succeed.
not a cat.
Ivan, you will succeed.
Yeah, dealer was the incorrect word I was looking for.
Cain does not succeed. Anju, can I get a perception from you, please?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Anju does not succeed. Maybe
What do I even get out of that sense motive? What do I get?
Well, I mean, you definitely know that that there's a point, right? There's a point. Sarah is asking a question, and it seems directed, especially with the follow-ups of selling on the black market. Are you right? Like, there's no pulling the wool up here. It's a fairly direct accusation. But while you're sort of ruffled and kind of dealing with what's going on out here, you see Ivan and Scout. Your vision.
Oh no.
It befalls another character.
Oh no.
Someone that was moving just behind Sera, but weren't really making much in the way of noise. They stopped on the landing after Sera descended entirely, and then moved up just behind Sera to lean over the bar, grabbed what looks to be like an apple just tucked behind the other side, and is kind of leaning back, shoulders on the bar and listening.
And do we perceive that as like suspicious, or just like he's listening to our conversation?
He's definitely listening to your conversation, but he's very, very close to Sera. Like uncomfortably close to Sera.
Are you two here together? You're just I mean, how long have you been here?
We
were supposed to meet a lady, so
when you ask
I'm
that,
gonna get a table.
he
I just
bites
grab
into the
my
apple
breakfast
and he
walk over
waves. He waves to each of you. Yes, Sera, please introduce me. Your friend. These were the friends you were telling me about.
Salutations.
Yeah, these are my friends. Everybody, this is Hal.
now we know why she didn't want to come back to the door. Okay, so
I'm like through
just tell me
clenched
you weren't
teeth, just-
insulting my
Do we
domicile. That's all you gotta
know
say.
her?
Okay, it's just
Why did-
rude if you say that, and then it was just because you had this. I mean, all of
Yes.
this.
Yes. He is very handsome. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Thank you.
take him for a ride.
I'm right here still.
And are you technically single?
I am not without. I'm currently in the company of the lovely Sera here.
Can I see that he has any markings
Dude.
on him that like indicates that he's from a specific place, or
Anything that would mark as an identifier is definitely hidden. You're not sure if that's intentionally deceptive, but any identifying marks are gone. You do know that he moves very lively, so he moves almost that like a very dexterous cat even, but you note that his features are quite remarkable in compared to that of an elf.
yeah, I mean, how's where are you from, man? You just visiting, or you live here?
From here and there. And I'm visiting. Meeting a friend. Sera and I spoke
Is that not
last
the
night.
exact same answer that Anju just gave? You're just from around town. You're just in and out.
Is that what you said, Anju?
Can I like claw the leg when my name is said? Like,
Do you mind if I'm? Can I sit with? I haven't had the company of well, a crowd in a while. Tell you what, breakfast is on me if you entertain me for the morning.
Breakfast is on you, +5 gold.
How
Plus
would you like
5
to be
gold.
entertained?
+5.
Tell me your stories.
I will tell you anything you want to know. Is if +5 gold.
How about I just buy you
sleep with this
breakfast?
one as well?
No.
With as well.
Every
sleeps with his
opportunity is a money
customers.
making up. Yeah. Every opportunity. This guy's a hustler. You don't understand.
You sleep. What do you peddle?
I never said I was a peddler.
He said that you
He's
sleep
an
with your
ambassador for
customers.
Shar City Alcabune Moguls.
Well,
Thank you, Scout.
It appears that I don't have to pay
You're welcome.
your fee of 5 gold. I can just listen to your comrades.
Scout, this is one of those people that we were telling you about that doesn't need to know everything.
Why? Why don't I could afford to know something if I'm buying you breakfast.
Yeah, you can afford it. And I
That's
look him
true.
dead in the eyes.
I am gainfully employed. I'm assuming that, well, those
Employed where?
Can I
You know where I'm
secretly,
employed.
while this is happening, can I secretly talk to the bartender and just ask how much it is? It's got to be less than 1 gold, right? I can cover this.
I mean,
It's just breakfast.
What exactly are you trying to buy? Are you wanted one of every
He
meat?
said a lot of meat.
Yeah.
I want to buy everybody's breakfast. How much is that going to cost? I'm trying to get out of this situation.
You're
I
in
do not
you're in
want to
Charlotte
entertain
Upper City.
fella.
This place is expensive to buy
Okay.
food for 5 or 6 people. You're probably looking, especially with several pitchers of wine, you're looking at probably 5 to 10 gold.
Motherfucker.
I'm having a staring contest with this guy.
What?
Not blinking.
He reaches into a purse on his side and he pulls out a single platinum coin and slaps it on the table.
How much is that worth?
That's 10 gold.
That is the highest coin.
It's the highest denomination of coin, and he slides it across the bar.
Baller status.
That gets you 3 questions.
3 questions from each of you, then.
No,
Oh my god.
from one of us. My character, by the way, doesn't trust anybody. I
Sure,
trust
of course,
issues, so
of
it's-
course.
Yeah, it's, as soon as somebody starts
appreciated.
trying, I get serious protective.
Miriam, breakfast for whatever they offer, and I'm happy to tip more. She nods. She says, "Thank you, sir." And he descends to a round table. Come on, pull up a chair, please. Sarah, please, this will be great.
Which table are we at?
He just moves right here.
I mean, I would leave. Like, I wouldn't stay here for this. I would buy my own breakfast and I would fucking scram. Like, it's too hot.
do it.
There's too much
You
heat.
can do that. You can do
How
that.
much? How much is my breakfast?
It's already paid for.
It's already been paid for.
No, oh,
You don't technically
motherfuckers.
have to eat at his table. Like, just collect the food and mosey if that's what you're after.
Oh, stay a while and listen.
He starts tearing into some of this hunk of bread, and he's pouring down various spots of ale for each of you. Any others here?
It's just
Is
us.
that one of your questions?
No, it's a simple offer.
I've been drinking and I've got crumbs in my beard already
Mm.
from eating. And I'm not
I do
talking.
not have need for that.
Hal seems to look down at you, Scout. First question, I suppose. What's your primary directive, little one?
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
I'm just gonna stay at the bar and eat and sweat. That's all I'm doing right now.
What Ivan said, I would like to not share that.
That's fine. And then it doesn't count as a question, does it?
No, it's not.
I do not know. You did not provide direction on the directions.
No, but I do feed your comrades, do I not?
You do not feed me.
It's true. What do you eat these days?
I do not need for eating.
What if I were to trade you something? I've not
I
seen
do
one
not
of your
need
kind
for
before.
anything.
Fine. Fine, this is fine. So tell me about
Sweating
the
there a
others.
little bit, huh, Hal?
I'm sweating. No, not at all. I'm just hungry more than anything else.
Sarah's sweating.
What about your friend there, the Catfolk?
Makes biscuits.
He makes. Is he a baker?
Yeah.
It is true.
That's one of your
They are a
questions.
baker. They make
You have 2 more.
biscuits.
I cannot believe that just became an alibi. That's so fucked up. Sorry.
And what was his
Best
name?
biscuits in town.
You said it was Anju, yes?
That is what I said.
Correct.
Anju, where do you bake?
Affirmative.
Oh God.
Traveling
mean-
baker, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yes, a traveling baker.
A traveling
Like
baker.
I don't have. I mean, my character wouldn't have any knowledge of a local bakery. I'm a cat. Like I wouldn't even frequent a bakery. Like I couldn't
I'm
even.
not trying
throw
to
it in.
lie, by the way. I'm being very sarcastic on purpose.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know how incredible
You're
it is
just
to be a baker and
bemused.
not eat any of the food? You got to be really good.
What are you known for? Or do you have a particular pastry that you enjoy making?
You ever heard of the funnel cake?
Can't say I'm familiar.
They're very fun.
Are they? What makes them so fun?
Sugar.
Sugar is fun. Not
Sugar,
right.
spice, and everything nice.
I'd like to try the sugar. And funnel.
Sera, he kind of leans in and you feel like just a small squeeze on your knee. It's like, why are you so worried?
This is seems like a very tense conversation.
Why? It's
that's
only
all.
it's only tense because of your friends here.
Can I roll like perception to see, or like sense motive, I guess? Like, can I try to?
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you want to
I want to know, because he seems very interested in Anju.
Well, Anju's the only one that's been given a name.
Yeah, but he's very honed in on him. If he learned Anju's name, he would want to know the rest of our name. Why does he only care about him?
No one else has given him his name.
Anju the baker.
Yeah, that's what he's got. He's got Anju the baker.
Who makes really good biscuits.
All right,
All
Hal,
I
you
know
need
is
to
that
know-
person's name is Hale.
You know
That's
Anju.
all he said as.
No, he makes funnel cakes. Are you just interested in
What
him?
if I fine? I mean, tell me a bit about yourselves. It's just breakfast. It's small talk. You're used to this,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
It's
This
true.
is-
We did just meet yesterday, so it would be nice to get to know everybody.
Of course.
I would love to get to know a little bit about you, Hal, though. I would like one honest answer from you.
Of course.
Single one. That isn't just some vague, I'm here, I'm there. Yeah, I'm here and there too.
Can I
Fine.
pick up a bread roll and throw it at him?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, definitely.
Wait, who are you throwing the bread roll at?
Hal.
Hal.
Of course,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
It's gonna be make an attack here. You're grabbing bread. It's gonna be a D20 plus your Dex Well, it's in this case it's your strength. Are you just trying to hit him, or are you trying to hit him hard? There's a difference
I'm
here.
trying to get a reaction, not hard. I'm just trying to like.
Fucking with him.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
Sure,
flicking
okay.
I'm
something
trying
at
to
him.
peg
Just
him up. Like he's ruining my breakfast, even though he's paying for it.
D20
I don't care
plus-
who's paying, as long as it's not me.
Right,
But,
You got
Get
it.
him, yeah, get him.
D20 plus your strength modifier.
all right.
I know you don't have a base attack bonus.
While he's throwing that, I think Scout leans into
It's
Sarah.
+0, so
So roll a
Scout's on the
D20.
other side of Sarah.
Yeah, sure, of course. You hit him. It like clips him in the chest, and he's kind of taken aback. He's not startled by it, but he's throwing bread.
This petulant old man.
you're ruining my breakfast. I thought you'd move faster than that.
Yeah, my grandfather would love to get back to eating some food in peace and quiet. We're really appreciative that you bought it for us. But unless you want to talk about Charn City Alchemy Moguls and a great opportunity that you could have, I suggest you get the fuck out of here.
Well, wouldn't it make the most sense that a proprietor at Sharn City Alchemy Moguls made contacts with someone that operates inside of House Fiarlan?
I'm like, I turn around, I've got like meat. I'm like pulling meat, a piece of meat off of it, and I'm just like, hey, tell them about the potions that cure everything.
And I know that that's like the assassin place? Like,
There are two parts, House Fiarlan and then House Thorani inside of that house. House Thorani separated from House Fiarlan, and the House Fiarlan is more known for their artistry and in some beauty and dance, and it's the most prestigious college for bards, but you only
would
get
like-
accepted if you have a dragon mark.
I would like to sense motive at this point, because if you're from such a prestigious place, you would wear that on your coming to this. I understand, like if you're in a lower
Sure, go
level,
ahead.
you want to
Give me sense motive.
but like, yeah, okay.
It's big.
You're trying to determine if he's lying.
Yeah.
You don't have any reason to believe that he's lying. You have no reason to prove that he's telling the truth either. Do you call him out?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so that is a great opportunity. I mean, I would love to go to that school. I don't have a mark. But if you are in this nice of an establishment, right? There's no danger here, right? There's nothing. There's nothing. It's scary. Not on the lower levels where you got to worry about walking around with wealth. I'd rather know, why are you not wearing anything that symbolizes where you're from? If you're so proud, you want to share that with me.
Do you know how often we're accosted by scam peddlers attempting to market their snake oil when they discover that we come from a place of wealth, of notoriety? We're basically celebrities. Of course, I want to pull a cowl over and mingle with, well, the others. Can you blame me?
I don't know where you found this one, Sera, but you should throw him back.
I could not agree more with my grandfather.
I don't know why you all are being so hostile,
I
really.
don't either.
I don't know how you
either.
can't see thousands of red
Brought
flags.
you sustenance?
Look,
And now
I'm
you
here to
throw
meet a
sustenance
lady.
at them?
Yes, we are here technically on business. So,
What's your business? How?
I mean,
He needs
us are on
We-
business. We did have something we came here to do.
Hey, Bub, what time is it?
It's not even noon. It's still early.
And what time were we meeting the lady again?
It's early. You were supposed to meet sometime after dawn, definitely before lunch. Well, Sera,
Fucking sundials.
I wish this could have been a bit more pleasant. I'm sorry your friends are so hostile. I hope that it gets a bit easier for you.
I appreciate you buying us all breakfast. Of
course.
It's very kind of you. I look at all.
Can I
Thanks,
hear
Hal.
Anju cough
Everybody
that?
say
'Cause
thank
I would
you.
like to-
Thank you, Hal.
I will.
Thanks. Just through bared teeth, not even.
Could I
looking.
get my
Thanks,
roll
Hal.
back, please?
Hal, I would
Thank
like to let you
Hal.
know that if I see you around any other time after this,
You'll do
I
what?
would love to talk business.
Oh,
I would love
Scared
to.
me.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to.
Potions cure everything.
perhaps.
They do.
You know, it's not impossible to change your stars. It shouldn't be so hard for someone. I mean, you are half elf from all look. You should be able to make it into the house as well. I could sponsor you, all things considered, if you had what it takes.
Do you know who my father is?
Do you know who my father is?
Okay,
Honest.
this
You don't
is
even know
We
your
should
real
meet
name.
sometime
This is
and
getting a
compare fathers. My father's name is Dick.
I don't know
Does
if you're
Sera
telling the
know his
truth.
father name?
Breakfast or
Dick,
Yeah.
you ever heard of
Sing
Dick Fart?
contest.
Dick Bartholomew Freely?
I have, incidentally, so I've done some work for him.
I am sure that I could reach out to him. Figure out exactly what you really do.
Good luck.
Yes. I will see you later, honey. Thank you. Again.
I got what I needed to know.
Until we meet again. He bows.
Your contract is complete.
His fingers
Do
sort
I-
of slide off of your shoulder, Sarah, and it almost leaves that sense of like wanting. It's always leaves you wanting for more.
okay.
he steps
If,
away.
if
Soon.
as soon as I like sense that this guy's leaving, like I'm definitely gonna be like sizing him up. Is there anything that I could notice about him, or anything that I could roll for to notice
Sure.
about him? Because
Give me
like
perception.
I'm very interested in this suspicious man who wants to know about me.
Give me. I mean, he wants to know about all of you at this point. But yeah, please give me perception. Anju, you are quite perceptive, particularly in your line of work. You have to be aware of everything. You at times don't.
As a baker.
You don't exactly as a baker. You have to know just when the yeast has risen, right? And in this case,
There's no lights in the ovens at this stage.
this
and, you know.
correct. The way that he moves, everybody else moving through here has made quite a bit of noise. It's as if he never left. There is no noise. His feet never.
So I felt him leave, but I didn't hear it.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not terrifying. It's okay.
What the hell is
It's
that
just
about?
like me for real, for real. It's just like me.
Well, yeah, what was that about? You all are so dodgy.
Anju, now that human wet wipe has left the building, please come join us.
Why are you all so mean?
I'm just
I
gonna
did not
like
intend to be mean.
Scout,
Sarah.
you were lovely.
I'm like
Sera.
coming over to the table, like finishing off my third cup of coffee, and I slam it down and I sit down and I'm like, I don't know who you people are, but I'm for like,
Sera,
thank you.
you genuinely seem like possibly the best person that I have ever met in terms of wanting to do the right thing.
This is true.
Yeah, you're very.
Why did he only
good.
want to know Anju and who Anju was and why Anju
He
was here?
wanted to know 3 things about everyone.
And then when we only gave him 3 questions, he asked all of them about him.
Well, why was Anju sitting at the bar by himself, sweating, and not sitting at the table with us?
First of all, I can't sweat. Second of all, secondly, I don't have to. I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm just trying to
No.
live my life. I was just trying to help. I don't have to tell anybody anything. People start asking questions. I get a little freaked out. Maybe I've had
I
too
have a
much coffee.
question.
I don't know.
Yes, Scout.
Yes, Scout.
Sticks with your furry hands. Do they get hair in them?
What was the first part of that?
How do you make biscuits with your furry paws? Do you get hair inside of the biscuits?
I'm like Can I roll to whether or not I lie?
You don't have to roll to lie. I mean, if you want to, if
Well,
it's
just-
for
I just,
yourself,
like,
then
do
sure.
do I go with the illusion for the baby robot, or do I break the magic? Is the real question.
Sure. Go ahead, roll if you want to roll.
It's fine. I use gloves. When you make food, you use gloves so it doesn't get contaminated. Yeah.
There's no
We're
one
going-
else concerned why we've been asked here and why we were freed from prison so abruptly. They just let us off the hook.
We did not do anything wrong. We do not belong in prison.
That's what I've been saying. That's yes. Thank you.
Perhaps we should see if there's any like ladies around here. See that we have to find, or like how are we supposed to find who this lady is?
Well, there's a wonderful lady behind the bar, isn't there?
Is it like
Fuck
a code
you!
word?
Ivan!
Love you too, Meg.
Maybe it's a
Scout
code
looks
word.
around. Can I see anything that makes me think of what "seek your lady" would imply?
Oh yeah, this isn't difficult. You're Scout. You essentially play this. One of these things is not like the other, and you immediately find in the rear corner. I'll drag everyone's attention over here. In the rear corner, right there.
Ooh.
You see a human
Yeah.
female in a
A
dark blue
lady.
cloak with very delicate features. She has dark blue eyes, sleek black hair bound with silver and turquoise ornaments, and her fingers are laced together as she's watching your table specifically.
Okay. Whenever
that's a
they
lady.
say that and they're all kind of talking, Scout says,
I believe I have located the lady.
I believe you have.
and Scout will point in the direction of them.
They also wear gloves. Perhaps they make biscuits too.
Maybe they do, little one. Maybe they do.
Should we approach?
That is our mission. We must
Nice.
seek your lady.
It's your lady too, Scout.
Scout hops off the chair and will begin like rolling towards the lady.
I will as well.
I'll lap up the rest of the grease from my plate and
Sure.
saunter behind them. I'm not gonna sit down. Well, I can't stand there, can I? This is your corner. Here. Oh, I have to sit. Okay, fine.
Salutations.
I'm gonna
We seek
stand
your
here.
lady.
When she sees you just kind of up over the lip of the table, she brings her hand down. You hear this pat noise as she slaps the bench side. Scout, please come on, sit with me. Sit with me a while.
Scout leans up and jumps into the chair and is like,
I'm gonna sit. I want to sit in this opposite chair that's not meant for this table and like look over this way so I can keep an eye on the front door and the rest of the room because I'm 4 cups of coffee deep and a little rattled at this point.
Sure, of course. I was told that there would be a woman in your company.
I believe there is. That is Sera.
Me, yes. Hi. And Sarah kind of hustles and scoots in to sit as well.
Hello. That was an interesting debacle you found yourselves in.
Oh,
Debacle?
you watched the whole thing.
You saw that.
Of course.
The
It's dangerous
situation
business
about
becoming
Ivan not being
entwined
able
with,
to pay their debt.
with House Fiarlan.
Hell?
With who?
With House Fiarlan, did you not see his signet ring? You did not.
They seemed nice. They paid for our food. I did not eat.
Well, I don't presume to know exactly whom they were, but I could make out their signet from over here, as I'm sure they probably saw me as well. There was a curt wave, and they saw themselves off.
Okay.
Houses respect houses, especially when we come from different folds. And she kind of waves her hand, and she reveals that she also has a signet ring, but hers is of a different house. Can I get a knowledge nobility? From anyone with nobility. If you don't have it, you can make the check, but it's not an easy check if you are unskilled.
Smart scout.
Very good. Sarah with a reroll.
I'm just gonna refresh. For some reason, my rolls aren't showing up for me.
Got it. Says that you
I
rerolled,
am
you got a
simply
19 in knowledge
Oh.
nobility.
Nice.
We see Scout with a 17 in nobility. The DC was 15, and it is House Cannith.
Ooh.
Part of
Hers
the
is?
maker's capital. This is her signet ring that she wears. Well, first and foremost, I wanted to thank you for coming. We have important business to discuss that relates to the unfortunate death of Samuel Geldum.
We have
Please.
more business than just that.
Please take a seat. You over there. Your name. The jittery one.
Me?
Yes, you're
Talking to
the
me?
only that seems to be as many cups of coffee down as there are people at the table.
Anju. I'm
Anju.
Anju.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. To meet you. Like pain to smile.
She smiles back. This is significantly less pained. She sort of snaps to, and Miriam delivers to the table multiple pitchers. There is wine, there is ale, and there is something thicker, something darker. That will do more than wet the whistle. Might have you acting foolish. Well, if no one's
What's
going to be
that?
drinking, then she points to the glasses. It's an ale of sorts, if you're interested. Shouldn't mix well, might rest eerily so on the tummy. Wouldn't recommend.
No, thank you.
Can I try it? Can I just?
You could
I just want to try it.
you could try it
Just
as you
just
sort of
wanna
like
sip.
pull it up to take a sip. It's a very bitter scent. It's dark, very very hopsy. Quite the thick lager.
I'll be taking that.
Do you still sip it, Anju, or are you pouring yourself just a small cup of it?
You just lick
I
it from the
think.
top like
I
a
mean,
cat.
I would determine it's like the highest ABV thing. At
Yeah,
the,
yeah, probably yes.
yeah. I'll just say like, you know, I'll lie and say that it's delicious, but it's it's just too early for me.
Makes sense. Cain, you
I
immediately
want to seem cool.
reach for the pitcher and you pour yourself some, or maybe you even keep the pitcher in front of you so you can continuously pour. So you're probably
Not
wondering.
so bad.
Probably wondering
Oh
why
man,
you're
party
here.
parties. God damn.
I am wondering where you got that.
And Scout will point to the ring.
This is my house. You're familiar with the houses.
It is.
Yes.
I am from House Cannith. I am Eladrin Devaun.
The beautiful name.
Thank
It
you.
is very pretty.
Thank you very much. Each of you know, despite how long you've been living in caves, that generally if there is a D apostrophe before their last name, they are dragon marked. Maybe it's a lesser mark. It could be even the lightest of marks, but it is a mark regardless, and they are viewed as a form of nobility.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. I do wonder, though, yes, what business would you have with us, somebody of nobility in House Kenneth?
Well, allow me to explain. I was working with Provost Geldum to recover a family heirloom. We were to meet earlier tonight, but as you know, he never arrived. I learned from the watch about what had transpired and so sent my men to track you down. You were located at the jail. Sergeant Delhomme was so kind to pass along my message through missive. She continues, the heirloom, according to family legends, was locked away in a foundry that dates back to pre-Galifar Sharn. Poor Geldum believed that he discovered the location of the foundry in an ancient House Kenneth journal. I was hoping to fund an expedition to go to the site, but alas, without Samuel, her voice seems to trail off. She then leans in very closely. Perhaps you'd be willing to recover the heirloom for me. For a generous reward, of course. And she pours some coins on the table.
Yes, I would like to do this.
Well, you are an easy sell.
How much is
Thank
it?
you.
She probably lops out about 20 to 30 gold. It has many more friends. I'm willing to part with more if you agree.
I ask if this is up. Is this the upfront? Like, is this the deposit?
It's not the full deposit, just an enticement.
Is that
Percentage? What are we
Each?
talking? Percentage of the total amount. How much is this?
She breaks out the rest of the bag, and she opens it up on the table, revealing, with that, 100 gold pieces. This is 10% of what you'll receive as a total.
each?
No.
Wait, 10% is.
Before we talk about pay, perhaps you would like to enlighten us about this heirloom. Give us
Of course.
more information.
Of course. What might you want
Oh
to
yeah,
know?
details on the job. That seems important. Distracted.
Ask away. I'm happy to oblige.
What is its purpose?
The family heirloom is, as far as to be believed, it is a relic I seek, an adamantine plate in the shape of a 7-pointed star, roughly about the size of your hand. It has no special power itself, but is an ancient schema, a pattern of a piece used by Kenneth artificers of old to craft unusual items. Recover this piece of history for us, and House Kenneth will be extremely grateful.
Could I roll history to see if that's accurate to my knowledge? If that checks out.
You could try, but the DC is not realistic for you to make.
Okay.
Said
It
the
is one of my
catchphrase.
ranks.
Sure,
that
go
I
for
took.
it. I've set the DC at that's high, but that's not where the DC is. The DC was 25. You don't
That's a
know
plus 8.
you don't know of anything that really is sort of remarks back historically so that House Kenneth would have used. You know that it's not unfamiliar for them to use permanent schemas. Their schematics used to help them sort of create the magics that they implore into the worlds, like the Thunder Rails, or what some of the other houses have used for message systems. So it's pretty important. If someone's going to pay a group 1,000 gold, 100 gold up front, then they're serious about it.
What about where this heirloom is located? Do you have more information? Perhaps a map?
She actually says yes. Yes, there is a map. I am happy to supply just this. And she delivers to you a map. It is rolled up at this point. I wouldn't recommend opening it here. You never know which ne'er-do-wells seem to be paying close attention or not.
Affirmative.
She shows you, there's like, she draws out this almost square on the table, and she points particularly. This is where we would be. This is Upper Sharn, right? She uses like some of the gold on the table to instrument and show you here. And she tells you that you'll have to see into some of the lower levels of Sharn. Particularly, if I recall, the E213 valve.
Am I familiar with that?
No, you're not. It's
Okay,
low.
okay.
It's low city stuff. You're talking 70, 80 stories down.
You said
Shit.
E213?
Yes, E-213.
E-2.
You'll have to reach near the sewers of Dorashan Tower, somewhere beyond the E213 valve cluster. It's believed that there is a sealed door there with the same mark as the one on Samuel's journal. Open the seal, and the tunnel beyond will take you to the long forgotten levels far below, where it is believed that the foundry resides.
Okay.
Are there any foes that we may encounter on this journey?
That is likely so.
I
If
do
it's
not do
believed-
well with such combatants.
If it is believed to be true, based on what I was informed of the attack last night, you may see agents of the Lord of Blades. You know who the Lord of Blades is, yes?
Do we?
Do I?
He's sort of like the boogeyman of the human world. He is the leader of the Warforged.
So I'm assuming I do know who that is.
Super Shredder.
He's basically, exactly, he's Super Shredder.
Affirmative.
The Warforged prophet wants the schema for his own dark purposes. Other than the Lord of Blades, who may have agents seeking the schema, who knows what lurks in the hidden places beneath the city? Now
Thought you
that,
said it was just history.
as far as I've been led to believe, but I'm here to represent House Cannith. I expect nothing to turn up.
If he wants it, then it's something more.
It's from a different age, before my time.
I mean, I'm in. Money's money, right?
Yeah, like I'm enticed by money in a
Ugh.
big way at this point because I'm pretty broke. so,
Oh, if I
like,
can recall, now that I think about it, Samuel did say that he would definitely need to bring fire on the expedition. I wonder what he
What
meant
would
by
the
that.
fire be used for?
I'm not sure. Either way, I urge caution. I am certain you'll be completely capable and confident of handling anything that you can encounter in your search.
And Sam was a member of your house as well.
No, Sam taught at Margrave. He led the historical division.
See, and you mentioned his journal.
Yes, he, as far as I'm aware, he said that he had carried around a personal journal of his that was a original piece from House Cannith. I have been informed that it is in one of your personal belongings and care.
Of course, but it's blank. Do you have any way of discerning
fire
the
might be the way.
information? Interesting idea.
I'm
She
far too
extends her hand.
stupid for this conversation.
She extends her hand.
I'm just like,
I'll hand her the journal if she's acting like she can help me
Scout
decipher
is
it.
kind of watching intensely as she grabs the journal. I also have a question as she's grabbing the journal. Scout is going to examine her a little bit more. Does she look like someone who I would know that would be one of the like 4 possible existing heirs?
No. She does not immediately, she's not remarkable in the sense that it looks like, it's probably, if anything, it's like the daughter of a cousin's cousin sort of situation. It does not look like one of the immediate heirs. You're not certain whom they are working for or whom is their patron, but I'm sure that's something you might be able to ask as well if you're feeling brazen enough to release that information, that you're searching for someone like that.
Okay.
Do you stop her from taking the book?
No. Scout's just watching to see
Sure.
what she does.
She seems to collect the book from you, and she places it down on the table, and as she does so, she flips a few pages open. And when she does, her sigil ring here, her signet, seems to glow forth, and it almost looks as if a bit of smoke puffs from the Gorgon's nose. And when it does so, the pages begin to come alive. You see ink starting to appear on these vellum-like pages, showing these intense and elaborate schematics, depicting a variety of things that your eyes should never see. It's limited specifically to the blood of House Cannith. There is no way that Cain, Sera, Ivan, Scout, or Anju could have ever understood this. This is beyond me, even, but my patron seeks this. More so, she's interested in a schematic that, well, that looks beyond. He is interested in this.
So does it look like we have to have that ring that she has to be able to read this book?
To read this book, yeah.
But like
How can we obtain one of these rings so that we may read the rest of the book?
You would have to have a parent that is of birth named Kenneth.
Do you have a parent?
I have two.
Fortunately, it's of no use to us then.
Correct.
Disagree.
These
Scout will
pages,
take the
It's of
book.
no use to me. Do what
So
you
none of
will.
us can read it. We don't know what the fuck it says. We're just like, wow,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Scout might be able to decipher it, and it might help you in the
Scout.
forge.
Right.
Well, Scout.
No,
will
only
take the
Scout.
book.
She passes this book off to you, Scout, after you said, I disagree. And she says, these pages will return back to the state of which you had once seen them in just a matter of days. It is a means of protection for our secrets.
I understand.
Can I
She
like?
never, while you're, there's that pregnant pause, Scout, she never quite stops looking away from you. Her eyes are trained very intently so, watching, absorbing, taking in everything that she can.
Can I like sense motive here? Can I notice that? Like, try to take stock of like any secret intentions this person might have, or
Sure,
like,
of course.
why
I mean,
they're staring at Scout.
so this is from Bub to Ben here. What this looks like is you're looking at Dr. Frankenstein looking at Frankenstein's monster.
Right, and I would roughly know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but I would roughly know that like they're the Warforged and House Cannith are very intertwined.
Yeah. But what Anju can also point out and note, Anju, you've never seen a Warforged like Scout before.
Right, so I don't know. I'm just generally on edge about
Of course.
that.
And you have every right to be. This is the interesting thing about this. This is for everyone. Scout is not a native make and model.
Mm-hmm.
It's like living in the land of Chevys and Fords, and then a Toyota rolls up and you're like, whoa, hold on. I know that's a car, but like,
It's like, it feels like I'm smuggling contraband, but
Yeah.
the contraband talks way too much for its own good. Charming though, but like, I'm like, I don't know. I just, cause we know that this is, she keeps saying her employer, her patron.
yes. Questions can still be asked. Anyone can ask anything that you'd like. This is still up. She's not ushering anyone away.
Scout's been asking questions.
Yeah, like who's
But if anyone
the
else has
boss?
questions.
Yeah.
Who's, I'm just,
So,
I'm gonna ask.
I'm
Go
to
ahead.
team up with all of them. You don't want me to go get it by myself.
If you are so confident, then I would be happy to see you under employ, but I suppose you...
The
I've been
mud
surprised
ball and
before.
the mud ball and roll throwing guy. You're gonna do it?
I
mean,
seem to
that's-
remember a falling cat not landing on its feet alone.
I think that's why we all need each other.
I remember you breaking in half this morning when you touched your toes.
Why we need each other.
Who are you working for? Who's the
Sarah,
Who's
your
this
friend
patron?
is not invited into the party.
Well, we can all agree on that.
Well, he could
Very
be
much so.
helpful. I mean, he's quite
What?
strong.
Yes,
and,
and knife in the back, a noose
I'm probably
around the
stronger
neck.
than him, honestly.
you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
You look up
think he would be
sus in the
helpful.
dictionary and it's a picture of his face.
What's the dictionary?
That's besides the point. Yes, back to the question about the patron. Who's your employer?
Who are you working for that we are in turn working for? What's
Baron Merrick's de Kenneth.
Baron?
Merrick's de Kenneth is a direct heir of House Kenneth.
Wow.
so like straight up royalty, nobility?
This is
It is believed that Baron Merrick's de Kenneth has at least a greater mark, potentially a Sybaris level mark
Well,
of
I will-
making.
Okay. Can
we're. This is a lot.
I
No pressure.
would be willing. I'd be willing to give up a portion of my reward for dinner with your patrons.
The Baron?
I will give up all of my reward to also have dinner with the Baron.
I'll give up all of Scout's reward.
I'm not giving up anything.
And you're not invited to dinner, smelly man.
It's
I've had
fine.
enough to eat.
Baron de Kenneth is not seeking attendance for dinner at this point.
Oh, no, I'm saying with the reward is here.
Didn't even ask him.
And I'm also not in the realm for negotiating of a private invite. You understand? Intentions are rather suspect.
I am simply looking to have dinner with a person of such nobility. I think it would be good for business.
Business.
Take the words right out of
We
my mouth.
know.
Perhaps we see to the success of this endeavor first, and if you survive, then I put in a good word.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
Of course.
I like that idea.
I have no business. I would just like to scan their visage.
Okay, well, you can get a really good look at him, we promise.
She leans in, sort of like she's talking to a child. I'm not so sure my great uncle would appreciate your craftsmanship.
That is disappointing.
There's something about you that is rather cute. I must admire it so. But
Well,
Thank you. I have been told I'm cute.
you are.
If
I
I'm
think you are
going,
physically attractive.
Thank you. You're not the first to tell me that. Not even today.
You're very
Well,
welcome.
Who else told you that?
I don't need to hear anymore. I'm like, now I'm starting to, because I feel like I would sense some tension. I'm like maybe starting to like, oh, well, you know, I'm in, so, you know, it's getting late. What do you guys think? I'm in.
before I agree to this, I'm going to need this one over here. Sarah, was it? To
Yes.
sign this contract.
Sign a contract.
No contracts. Sorry.
No, it's for our own safety, Anju.
Sure.
It's she won't be able to disclose any information about our mission to anyone outside of our group.
Is this an NDA?
I've heard of these. Yeah.
As from a far off land.
A non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, you've heard of them.
Legalia.
I have been
They
offered
still
one of
use
these
these,
before.
correct?
So who am I signing this for with? With you?
Yes, in blood.
Are you a contract dealer? Is this something? Do you work?
I just didn't have much ink in the caves.
Are you from the Nine Hells? They are dealing contracts.
so.
Many.
Does he stink again yet or no?
I
Probably closing that gap.
I'm
I
also
do.
going to snap my fingers and make Ivan's shirt red.
Snap my fingers and it's back to white.
There you
You
are.
have prestidigitation?
Question.
Yeah, I
he just,
do.
He just.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
do you? I was like, I thought he just changed his shirt that quick.
Prestidigitation off. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I do love
Where-
just grabbing one of the V-necks.
Where can we attain fire?
We've got that covered.
So I'm assuming
We
that
do?
everyone here is seeking to follow through with this endeavor.
I will follow
Affirmative.
through. You have my word as a person of honor. You have my word. Money is great, but in truth, many times when I seek out things, I don't do it for the money.
How do you eat that?
No shit. No shit.
Is as Hal, that's all that he's there for, is just a
he
vending
does,
machine?
He does provide. I don't
It is
see him
okay,
that
Sarah.
often.
I also do not do things for the money.
Yes. But perhaps, like you said, a good word with your house, especially for my order, that would be more than enough for me. Just putting in a good word for...
And what would you have me use?
What?
Please.
Yes. Perhaps just that the order of the sovereign host has served House Kenneth well.
Ah. If it comes that far, then great. I will. I will certainly put good word in.
Okay.
But I'm leaving Sharn in 4 days. I hope to have acquired this
4 days.
object. If you have not returned, then I will assume that you have either died or it does not exist.
Well, then we best get to work. 4 days.
That is fair.
I'm indebted to, I'm gonna say 2.5 of these people right now. So yeah, I'm in. Use the money.
Try to eat me.
That's enough for you, I suppose.
I've
I
got
do have a
nothing better
question.
to do.
What do I know of the Order of the Sovereign Host? Is that what you said?
Yes. The sovereign
Outside of
host.
character. That's what I would like to know.
Outside of
What is-
character, the Order of the
Scout
by
know?
all means, please inform in Scout of the Sovereign. Even out of game, you can let Scout know.
The sovereign host is like one of the biggest like religions, I guess, in a large portion of like Eberron. So you've probably heard of the sovereign host and the many like sovereigns. There's 9 of them that are broken into like this one big divine host, basically. So it's just a very well-known religion.
Okay.
And deity.
Just want to know what Scout would know of them.
Yep.
Very well, then I'll return here in 4 days' time. I'll suffer through a torrent of whatever slob the patron here seems to create, and we'll find, hopefully, that you've succeeded. If not, then I will return to greater pleasantries, and I will report that it did not exist.
So sorry. Did you just insult May's food?
Yes, I did. And you insult her by not remembering her name as Miriam.
Oh.
See,
Unless it's the pet name that you have.
It is true.
I
Sarah
heard-
said that everyone is rude.
I heard that she
No,
cursed you on the way in. I believe she said, "Fuck you, Ivan."
It.
You seem to
I have
respond.
an aunt named May,
Ivan appears to
and
owe
she
them a
reminds
debt.
me a lot of my aunt,
Ah,
and so I come here a lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm protective of her, so I would just appreciate it.
of
You would
course.
keep your voice down. You were talking about your opinion.
Oh, she's
under
lovely.
establishment.
She's absolutely adorable. She just can't cook for the life of her.
Meat was a little dry.
Fair. No, it's
The
fair.
chicken was a
it's
little
fair.
dry.
It's either burnt or it's poison. You know, it's yeah. No, it's gross. It's true. Yeah, that's
What's wrong with the food? It's delicious.
Left something to be
Meat bugs.
desired. Either way.
You said we were going to get 10% up front for supplies.
She places it on the table. You guys are halfway to your second luck roll. And she says her goodbyes.
how much money do we get?
100 gold to split with between the 4 or 5 of you and buy whatever equipment it is that you guys need.
You won't be needing yours, will you, Scout?
Before
No, you can can have it.
I mean,
and
I would
before-
love
Wonderful.
to have some of that.
No, I was
And while
fast.
they're bickering over the
I pull out a
amount,
dagger.
Scout will run, like, kind of roll right next to her for
I
a
cast
moment.
vanish on myself.
As she starts to walk away.
Yeah.
I stab at the air.
Oh my god.
I died.
There's like a mini conflict going on.
Would you mind doing that one more time before you leave? So I have the most time.
And they hold out the book, but covering the side with the cloak.
Sure. And she drags her hand across this, and you see it sort of reinvigorate that ink. It blossoms again over the page, and it shows this effervescent brightness to it before inevitably it settles back down into these darkened streaks. That's very detrimental to another person's eyes, but definitely to yours. There's a method to the madness here.
And Scout will part ways with them in the way that you would to royalty. Like whatever is appropriate, Scout will do that.
I'm curious, what does Scout do?
Is it a bow? Like what is the
Generally, people bow.
normality?
Yes, they're
Yeah, I think
traditional
Scout. You
bows.
see Scout kind of like bow, very low.
When you begin to bow, she brings her hand over the back of your head, and you actually feel something. It's very bizarre. You've not felt a lot of things, and it's something that you only felt from the creator. And perhaps it's the ring. Maybe it's the blood in the way that family of Kenneth communicate with the Warforged. But her hand drapes over the back of yours, sort of like cradling that of a baby's head. And she says, no, you don't bow to me.
Scout will lift their head and kind of tilt their head a little bit.
You
Confused.
experience warmth for the first time from her touch.
That is strange because Scout has never felt like that. All right. Scout just kind of stands there bewildered, I think, trying to compute what just happened.
And this is where we take our brief break, guys. We're going to run a break so we can get some drinks, run to the bathroom, do what we got to do. We'll come back, and we've got about an hour before we call tonight. So we'll see you guys in just a moment. Say goodbye, everybody, at least for a break.
ERB.
Food.
See you guys in just a minute. And we are live. Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
Okay. So, we left off with Eladrin to Kenneth leaving the table, saying her goodbyes, and telling Scout that she does not have to bow to her. Went just as smoothly as that. There was nothing else that was going on there.
You touched me and I felt it.
It's true.
Gonna be scraping Scout share the money over to my side
Yeah,
of the
Scout's
table.
in love now too.
Yeah, like I don't know, one eye on the money. Scout, are you good? Seem a
Scout's
little
just kinda
shook.
Standing like their little tracks of their like track legs are just kind of like sitting there and they're staring. They're just watching this lady walk away until she leaves.
I'm
They
like,
haven't moved.
hey buddy, you good? You okay? So, all right, okay.
I felt something.
Do you normally do that, or is that?
What did you feel?
Negative. I
Oh,
felt her hand on my head.
okay.
Do you feel my hand on your head?
Do I feel that?
No. I mean, you get the sensation that something is preventing you from free radial movement, but no. You do not get the sensation of heat or the sensation of additional touch, just pressure.
Not in the same way. Negative.
Are you hurt?
Is Scout hurt?
No, not at all.
Well,
Scanning vitals. Negative.
All right.
that's
Are
curious.
Great.
you happy?
Affirmative. I am very happy.
Good to hear, Scout.
Makes one of us. I turn my attention to the money and see Cain presumably tried to take all of it.
I take mine, and I take the Warforged as
we
agreed.
split.
Of the
No,
Warforged.
who all? No, fair is
No.
fair.
I thought we were using this to buy supplies, and it's not
We're
really
negotiating.
Who
anybody's.
is paying for your room,
No, no, no,
Sarah?
wait, fair
Who
is
gave
fair.
you a room to sleep last night?
Oh my god.
Well, I'll deal with you in a moment, Ivan.
Well, I was staying with Hal, of course.
So free.
Yes.
All
there a
right,
problem?
you'll get 1 coin. Andrew, you'll get 2 coins.
There's 100. This is an even split. What
no,
are we talking
there's
about?
20 apiece, and then the 20 from Scout for me. But then I split that with Ivan.
That's not good
And
math
then
there,
1
bud.
for
Bro,
Sarah,
Bro.
and 1 for Anju.
there are rules. Listen,
We're going to need supplies. They're money for
Well,
supplies.
I think we should
and
just,
we all need different supplies, so we each get an even split.
I think we just put it in one big pool and we all go shopping together.
Of course you do.
What are we gonna
Fuck
hold
that,
hands and
Sarah.
skip? What do you said you literally don't value money. Here, I'll just give you a compliment. You have nice hair. Now I get your money, right? Like that's how it works.
Thank you. But I am not that
It
naive.
looks like bedhead, like you got, some shit going on last night, but it just
You're not
Paper is
wrong.
very expensive.
No. We should be spending this on things that we need for this job. Period.
Like fire.
Like paper.
Fire, weapons, magical tomes or whatever you use, contracts. I don't know.
Whatever I
Food,
use.
rations, coffee, food,
Bedrolls.
I mean,
food.
I would prefer if we got food that we got all vegetables. Would that be okay with you, Anju?
Vegetables. Do you not
Are you
eat
fucking
meat?
with me? Are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah, of
feel like you're
course,
fucking with me.
completely.
At this point, internally, I'm conflicted because these
Okay.
people have ostensibly saved my life.
Some vegetables can mimic meat rather well.
Impossible.
We're not going to get very far if we keep debating who gets what money. We should probably discuss.
Even split.
I'll hold all of it then, and then once we get to the store, then we can, yes, like a pool.
So
Yes,
what are we gonna like put it in a
correct.
bag and everybody
What?
keep a hand on it? Who's carrying the money?
Yeah, what reason do we have to believe you? I mean, I guess you.
What if we're at a big market and we need to
Just
go off in
trust
separate
me.
ways to buy different things? Let's just I get 30, Cain gets 30, everybody else gets 20. It's very easy.
It's
I like that
25 each.
idea.
What are we talking about?
But
The
yes.
bot doesn't need any.
Yes.
There's 100. 25 each. Easy.
Fine.
Andrew quickly.
Fair
I
is
gave you
fair.
free room.
Andrew quickly.
I don't understand how this is up for
26
debate.
to me, I gave you a free room and board last night.
Well,
27,
I-
one from each of you. 1 gold from each of you, that's 27 to me.
Fine.
let me lay out some logic for you.
Oh, great.
Sarah, you are a liability. Anju, you are a
No,
liability.
Anju's a liar.
Scout, you are a liability. Ivan's the only useful one here, as far as I can see.
Did you?
Is that really the logic you're using for this?
Did you see me shoot that guy?
I'm the
Hey,
one
I
that
don't
nearly
think
killed it
anyone
with my
did.
blade. I would lay down my life for people. Would you?
I'm
True.
not doubting your combat
That's true.
prowess. I'm
Okay,
doubting your
hear me,
choices.
hear
She's
me out
pretty
here.
honorable.
Hear me out here, Sarah. I'm gonna die unless I get your share of the gold.
Fuck
That's
are you
not how
talking
this
about?
works. Look, I may be noble and honorable, but I'm not stupid.
Look,
Enough to
look.
think
This
how
man's
this does
trusted
not
us in
plague
his
you.
own home.
I didn't want
This
to bring
woman
this
would
up.
die to do the right thing. What are you saying? We're liabilities. We
That
all have
man was-
skills.
That
We
man
were-
was from a house, was he not? Was he not?
Which man?
Yeah, who was your friend?
Your friend
Uh,
Hal? Was he
yes,
not from a
he's
house?
nice.
from a house.
Seemed
Yes.
It's
really
not
curious.
forbidden for
Yeah, Hal's sketchy
people
motive.
of
That's
a
his name,
house
right?
to
Curious.
date outside of their house.
Curious like a cat. About.
We are not dating.
You called
I
him.
see.
You don't. I don't think you need to explain that much.
You called him honey.
That is between us. Okay?
Girl.
So
What are you sharing a jar of honey? Are you bears?
That
he
is.
is a bear.
I'll be willing to keep your secret for 5 gold.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening?
We cannot. Can we just go back to the 25 even split, please?
Fine.
Fine,
I
I'll
will-
just send a note to your friend's house.
My God. Fine, take the 5 gold. I don't even
Wonderful.
care.
Can we chill on the musty wizard extortion, bud? Like,
Musty Wizard.
we got shit to do.
I have nothing, Anju. My entire life's work in that cave was set
Don't
ablaze.
Don't say that. You can like make mud and throw bread and stuff.
And smell like farts.
Anju, it's at this
You
point.
did the featherfall thing.
It's at this point
was
that you
cool.
realize that
You currently smell like farts.
despite sleeping in a room with everyone all night, and he kind of stinks, but he actually does smell like fire. Like he was nearly set on fire. His robes probably even have burns on them. He's very, very smoky. The smoke, it sticks to clothing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's at least concerning, at the very least.
Concerning in what way? I don't.
Nobody else here smells like fire. Nobody else looks like they were also set sort of on fire.
I feel like on fire, you know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm feeling good.
Same. My head is on fire.
You're. What?
There's something wrong
25
with
to
that
each of
one.
us.
Yes.
Let's
25
just-
each.
We're just going to buy shit. If somebody needs more and somebody needs less,
Yes.
you're just helping. You're just going to go give them the money anyways.
Agreed. Agreed.
Fine, but I will remember this.
Sarah, I'm sorry for any snide remarks that I made to you.
It's quite all right.
It wasn't about Hal. He's a piece of shit.
So who? Yeah, let's talk about Hal.
Oh,
Sarah.
Can we not?
Oh,
Can we not?
I would love to not have ever met him, but here we are.
Well, he's not here anymore. We don't have to worry about him. So
Until tonight, when he wants to come and have his nice times and stuff.
and you all will be sleeping in a dorm. So it doesn't matter.
What if my dorm doesn't allow us to sleep there on weekends and I need somewhere to stay?
Well,
It doesn't, but what if? What if
That
it was on
means-
fire?
that means some of the money we have here you're going to have to use for lodging. Is that what we're saying?
Apparently not for your
We'll be
lodging, so we should all get
lodging
5 gold
anywhere.
each.
We have
From your
4
stat.
days to complete this mission, and we must go deep within the
Yes.
depths.
We should plan what we need and how to get there.
I mean, I just see this as a shopping spree and we go find whatever looks fun and interesting and might help us go up or down. Or fight.
So we
light
only
a
know
fire.
we need fire.
That's pretty easy to find. A lot of things get lit on fire.
Yes.
So
Get the
I've
torch.
just now
I've never
noticed
been
that
on a
Cain's
shopping spree.
Cain smells like.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, like
I've just noticed.
He's stand out, right? Like, aside from the fact that he's consistently called musty or stank wizard, or oh, that's
Sure.
disgusting. Like, really deciphering the smells, right? You've been incredibly perceptive up to this point. You heard the man not walk away from you, but visibly see him walk away from you, and picking up all the other senses. Yeah,
it's like
Cain
the
stands
evolution
out.
of a
Cain stands out
well-balanced
for-
cocktail.
Exactly, but it stands out for a very different reason. Like, he said that his whole life was just set ablaze. And he smells like fire. At the very least, you don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but might raise some suspicions to the fact.
I can't smell anything.
I'm struggling with the fact that my character's lacks common sense. So like I feel like my first reaction would just be, oh, he's been to a bonfire or something. He just smells bad. This is just another type of smell. I don't feel like I would
Campfires.
investigate that honestly.
Not really public bonfires in Sharn. It is
Sure.
it's a technologically advanced city, so like when people are set on fire, they tend to stand out.
All right, maybe at the mention of fire, like I bring it up. Like, why? Cain, you've been real mouthy. What is that odor I detect? It's
Not this again.
flame. No, it's different this time. It's maybe it's a deeper set, more permanent odor of flame or smoke. Burning.
Were you not listening?
No.
Aren't cats supposed to
No.
have sharp hearing?
I've had a long day already, and it's been like 3 hours. So you're gonna have to refresh me. I'm sorry.
My home was set ablaze, and I have nothing.
Okay. Set ablaze. By whom?
I had a lantern that I used to light my hovel.
Hovel.
And-
That's a word.
For some unknown reason, I awoke to it spinning out of control, sparking, and it ignited all of my literature despite it being damp. And I was forced to flee the cave because it was filled with smoke.
So you set your home ablaze.
No,
What
there was
was your
something wrong
literature?
with the magic.
What was the literature you were writing?
It's just books that I've been studying. I spend most of my time studying with whatever
were you
I can
studying?
find. Well, the arcana and history and
I don't know,
nature,
shower.
of course. I have an interest in the different planes of reality as well. Many different things.
Perhaps someone did not want you to learn something, and they burned everything.
It's at this notion of him discussing that he has all of these tomes on magic, and he always studied so intensely the magic. He talked about Sam last night, Samuel Geldum. You just found out that he was Provost Geldum, a leader of history of magic at Margrave University. And Sam was his apprentice.
Oh yeah, Scout's putting 2 and 2 together. That's why he's like, maybe someone's going to do something to all your stuff.
Well-
Do you react to what Scout said?
Does he?
Regardless, I have nowhere to go and nothing to do, so I'm stuck with you lot until I can afford enough supplies to return. Perhaps with more books and more information.
You want to go back to the cave?
Why would I want to live here? It's noisy and the sky is open. It's light outside. There's people. It's very
At a house on a
overstimulating.
farm.
But there is so much to learn here.
It's true. There's a lot
People
of
are
books.
despicable.
I bet I'm smarter than you.
You need only look inward, Ivan.
We all
Yeah.
should look inward at ourselves.
And realize
Is there a
the
place we
piece
could
of shit
go so
you're
that we
dating
could
is
read this map? She
I don't
seemed
know,
very
but
particular about not wanting to do so in front of other people.
I can find us cover. Sure.
I'd like to make a copy of the journal as well before the magic wears off in a few days.
I'm
Let's,
sorry. I will need to read it first.
I can't read it. I would just want to have it on record.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead to the market. You guys can keep talking. I'm just.
Oh, right. What,
I got money
what
to
time is
spend.
it?
We got money
Eh.
to spend, and I got 10 hours before. You know what happens.
Perhaps we should invest in some of those day stones.
Should we not
Good
look at
idea.
the map first, so in case we need something to help us?
We should, actually. It's a good idea, Scout.
Smart.
Yeah, let's.
Take a
I'll-
quick look.
We'll. Do
I mean,
we
we could
want to
head
find an
back to your
alley or
room.
something.
Do you want to do this here,
Sarah?
or do you want to find?
Sarah, do you
want to
just head back to your room, or is it not kept?
I
There you
think
go.
it might be occupied. We probably shouldn't go there. We could just stay here and look.
No, they said don't look at it in broad daylight because
They're pretty specific, yeah.
Yeah, they're.
Let's
and
return to
you're gonna-
Ivan's
There's a
home.
noble human being. You bowed when they left.
All right, you know what? Fine. I don't really want to go all the way back to your place. Let's just go upstairs.
Hey.
Rather
Scout will
not.
begin. Scout will begin traveling. Scout is like very excited to see this map.
You said
Map
Scout has
motivated.
treads, right?
Yeah, Scout has treads.
How does Scout
Uh-oh.
go
Can I
upstairs?
get up the stairs? I just
I'm
grabbing the bottom of the
as I see
stairs.
Scout struggle.
I was assuming I could
him
like ramp up it like that, like with the treads.
It'd probably
But I don't know.
It'd probably be a little difficult for you to do so, but I mean,
Scout will switch into cheetah form then.
right in. Oh, right, get it into cheetah form. Okay. I mean,
Oh wait, no, probably not in this scenario.
you do
You're
also
right.
like Warforged dogs are not uncommon. You do have a
Okay.
hound form.
That's true. Scout will take off their cloak and hand it to Sera, because at this point, Sera's the only one, and says,
Will you please hold on to this for me?
Of course.
and then Scout will transform into a greyhound dog. It's a very wooden dog with like little mechanical bits.
This dark wood plating seems to drape over the parts that you would see on a normal greyhound, like bone jutting from them. A very lithe, slender hound with very narrow feet. Not even really like padded. It looks sort of like more like it was designed to kind of stab into the earth for a grabbing presence to kind of launch its body forward. Definitely some unison by design. Scout has a lot of forms that are designed to move around speed. Before he was a wooden hound.
And Scout is going to start going up the stairs.
That's a new one.
I think they just rammed a few times at the bottom of the stair and realized that it wasn't going to happen. And then they transformed.
Sarah, do you lead them to the room that you and Hal had occupied?
Yes.
Okay. Describe the room to them.
How's it looking?
Do they have people that like come in and clean the room out?
No, I mean they generally don't clean until after someone has left.
Okay. Well, the bed is probably it's a nice big bed. And it's probably all messy. But there's like a little nightstand.
Sure.
And there's a little like vanity. And you see Sarah's little like makeup and perfumes are all there.
Yeah.
She has them delicately laid out.
Of course.
And a small table and chairs in the corner. It's a little bare, but it's a room.
Sure.
My stars, look at the size of that bed. Squeaks. He'll run and go jump into the bed.
I thought you preferred to sleep on rocks.
Gross.
You leap into the
Get
bed.
your sheets all
and
gross.
It's comfortable. It's very comfortable. It's definitely far more comfort than you've had in ages.
Oh.
Can I get a perception, please, from everyone other than Sarah?
That was
Sure.
that was a
My
choice.
old bones.
27.
From everyone?
From everyone other
Yeah.
than Sarah, yeah.
Except
Sarah's
for
attention
Sarah.
is going to immediately be drawn to Cain springing into the bed with
Yeah.
Squeaks after the previous night. Probably not something Sarah's looking forward to, but it just sort of happens.
Yeah.
Ivan,
Careful there, Cain. You might catch ligma.
God damn it.
Excuse me.
Never heard of that ailment before.
Ivan, Anju,
Mm.
and Scout.
Oh no.
Mhm.
You see all of the personal belongings of Sera. Sera has gone out of their way to have rudimentary or dated style makeups, things that sort of bring out some and accentuate some of their more the feminine design. But what really kind of catches your eye is that there is a darkened bag that seems to be tucked under that bed. Doesn't really mark anything that you saw Sera with the previous night.
Okay.
You are aware that this is Hal's room.
Well, now that we're up here, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Scout will immediately transform back and start opening up the map
Of course.
and put the cloak back on.
I'm gonna sit on the bed on top of the bag, like right
Oh.
above the bag. But I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna keep
Sure.
my distance.
Where you're sitting, you can feel your heels clip the bag as you kind of lean into the bed, and you're looking at this map, and you see what looks to be it's an older blueprint of earlier Sharn, and the way that it's sort of designed, it shows from where you're at in Upper City, not quite in Skyway, but in Upper City, and it shows a series of sewer paths that take you down a vaulted path downward 70 stories into a place known as Dorisharn.
So is it just kind of like a big long ramp, or is it like?
No, it is a vertical scale downward, and you have to hit what looks to be, as described by the woman Eldrin.
We're just going down a poop chute.
More or less, yes.
We're gonna have to go through sewers and things.
Yes.
Ugh.
You had a valve cluster.
Ugh. That doesn't sound.
You're gonna need.
Don't worry. It'll be fun. Can I see the bag?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm asking Bub. Am I able to see the bag?
Yes, you definitely can.
Can I see into the bag?
No, the bag's it's got akin to like a hemp cord that has been it's not like knotted, but it's been like loosely tied up.
Okay.
Think like a duffel.
I do not.
How
mention.
into this map is Sera right now?
Sera, realizing that you have to descend into the sewers, and there's definitely going to be awful refuse, probably
Not great. No.
many worse things down there.
Yeah, Sarah's. I mean, she's probably distracted by this thought as she's looking at all the
I would
disgusting
like to.
sewers.
I'd like to sleight of hand and see if I can't just like clip it open so I can grab a peek. You know, just like brush my hand down, and just like kind of pinch it open, like do one of these in like a drawstring bag.
Sure,
you know
give me a
what I'm saying?
sleight of hand. Anju, give me a perception.
Okay.
That is not great. Do you wish to reroll?
I don't have a reroll.
There's no. Oh, we're 5 away from a reroll, guys. This is kind of important. I will need a perception from Sera as well.
you used your reroll already.
I did. I used it on goofy stuff.
Oh no.
That's hilarious. She's gonna see it all.
The eyes
more
of the
this.
law. The eyes of the law are here.
Oh no. This could be really
The judgment
bad.
will
Does
go
chat
down.
Ivan, does chat not come through for you here? Well, we can find out. It is a great. We're 5 away from a luck reroll.
While they're doing that, Scout is like deep in this
Shard.
map.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything that like stands out to me that's different, or like shortcuts or a secret passage, or do I notice anything?
No, it's honestly it's pretty straightforward. Shardbearer also coming through with 5 more. That gives you guys
Shard,
2
what the
more luck
fuck?
rerolls. So you're at 3 right now.
I'm questioning not using it to see how this roll plays out. I'm not gonna lie.
That's great for you, huh?
All right, I'll do it once. I won't do it
'Kay.
twice though.
No,
I'm
I
only
mean-
gonna reroll once.
I'm fucked either way. If you, no matter what you do,
There's
you've already
probably-
fucked up.
Yeah,
What I
there's
coulda
probably
done.
not much else you can use the roll on tonight since we're
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting
so
close.
might as well.
All right,
might as well have fun.
I'm gonna use my luck reroll to force Sera to reroll.
Fair enough. Fair
Oh
enough.
dang!
Yeah.
I like it.
Getting
Okay.
crazy, dude.
Oh man,
But
man,
fate
man.
says otherwise.
Okay, all right.
Well, Bubs, you still have 2 more.
I
Bub.
do. Chat, do I use it? Do I force the Sera reroll again? Let's see if anybody comes through on this.
I wish I could color
No,
spray
yes,
her.
no.
Oh, it's mixed.
It's-
Play it out.
it's
No,
pretty half and
wow,
half.
it's mixed. Okay,
Yeah. It's
half and half.
Okay. We're gonna play it out. Let's play it out. Ivan, you begin to kind of shift your hand downward to the bag, almost like you're like scratching on the leg, so you can try to remove the tie. Right. Sera, it looks odd. You're going over this, and yeah, you're definitely distracted by the map, but there's something that feels a little off. You're already kind of like off-centered in this room, and your eyes train down by the end of the bed, and you can see Ivan is doing something. You note there's Hal's bag, and Ivan is messing with the drawstring of the bag. Anju, you also see this.
Sure do.
What do you think you're doing over there, Ivan?
I rip out the bag and I throw it at Anju. I just pick it up and I toss it to him.
Ivan? Anju?
Anju, reflex. I just want to see if you like. Do you like whip this thing behind you? Do you just not even try to catch it? What does this look like?
I'm reacting, so I would catch it, and if it's in my hands, like I'm gonna open it.
Yeah,
You know whose
yeah,
bag
gotcha.
that is, Anju?
Well, I'm gonna catch it, and if it's in my hands, then I'm gonna open it. Do I need to roll for this? Like, is this
To open it? No, you
Are
don't.
you gonna make
have
it
to.
look like okay? Are you gonna be like, oops?
Make it look
you're
like
gonna
an
have to
accident?
roll some
Oh,
performance
yeah.
there.
He just
That is
like starts
absolutely-
shaking it from the bottom.
Best
Oh my
idea.
god! What's happening?
I swear to God,
I mean, now you're kinda
somebody's
giving
getting
me-
clobbered.
Now you're kind of giving
Don't
me.
worry.
I'm for this. I
Like,
hope it
I'm-
works out.
They're not even
I'm catching
dating.
it.
Don't worry.
I'm catching it, and I'm like, at this, I'm probably smiling actually, like, because I know whose bag it is, and I've been fucking run up all day, so yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Just tell
not
me
even
what you
gonna
like.
make it look like an accident.
Okay,
I'm
you're just
gonna catch it and try to open
oops, right? I got you.
it. Like
Anju?
while holding eye contact, like, oh, what's this?
Sure,
Give
you,
me-
you open it.
What could it be?
Sarah, what do you do? And Anju's opening this. What could it be? What does Sarah do here?
I dive into him.
Do you actually like? Are you
I-
tackling him?
I
Yeah,
dodged.
Can I
like,
attempt to
like
get
a
in the
football
middle?
player,
Okay,
like a
then-
football player.
CMB versus CMD. So roll a d20, add your combat maneuver bonus. It's against Anju's CMD. Anju, what is your CMD?
Oh, yes, 17.
That's. Hold on. That seems quite high.
Let me roll initiative so I can cast a spell when it happens. If I
I
want.
gotta.
Let me take a look here.
I jump and you cast Featherfall and I just float away.
Yeah,
Like,
Bub did
It's
say
not
that there wasn't
Featherfall.
supposed to be combat
Yeah,
today.
your CMD is 17. That is accurate.
yeah,
So,
I think I got a bonus for some reason.
yes, that is true. Sarah, you hit him and you feel like it's square, but like, man, there's a lot less body to strike there. He's even more like lithe than you anticipated. So you just kind
I am
of
a
roll off.
I am a 12-foot tall cat, so.
It's just- oh,
Or sorry, 5'10".
What do you all think you're doing?
At this point, I'm just. Is it open now?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
open. It's open, and Sarah is
I'm
attempting to stop
examining
you.
the map.
I'm like.
Curious, Sarah.
I'm like.
It's not your stuff. Do you do?
Anju, as you're kind of like holding Sarah away, as Sarah's like getting more angry, you're emptying the bag behind you, and you
Yeah.
hear a series of papers strike the ground and then scatter out, rolling onto the floor.
Sarah's
Okay.
gonna try to grab them all.
Perception time?
Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm diving
definitely,
to grab those
definitely.
first. Oh,
I mean, Scout
so-
will look over
It's-
to see what's going on.
Scout.
Scout
It's a
did
roll-off.
answer whenever Sarah asked what they were doing. Scout was just like, I'm examining this.
Jesus. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do here.
216s.
This is based on which way the photograph fell. In your favor, Sarah, even or odd?
Even.
Even. So it'll go face down then. Right? That's what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof.
Do you want me to re-roll?
Yes.
Even or odd?
Even again. Oh my God!
Yikes!
Yes.
Curse the day.
Is that your last reroll?
Do I think I have one.
I think you have one more,
We have-
yeah.
I- I'm pulling it. Let's
Okay,
go.
even or
I'm-
odd?
I'm going even again. Come on, evens. Come on, they gotta give me.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo,
Okay.
Now hold
finally.
on. Now hold on. We're talking about
Uh-oh.
luck rerolls.
Force her to use it?
How many do I have?
You,
Bub?
this was Sarah's roll. This was Sarah's
Okay,
roll.
that's
And you, like, your roll is impeccable. You can't roll
Yeah, I
any
don't
higher.
need-
A 28 in perception, you pick up a ton of details, right? But you don't get the image of Anju. The artwork of your face falls flatly down onto the ground. Sarah knows the vellum work when she sees it, and she quickly dashes over to grab at the paperwork. Everybody makes out the details of just about everything. There's a spare change of clothes. There's probably also a what looks to be a small weapon, a few bizarre unguents, these ins and odds that make for potentially, I don't know, personal care or poisons, wherever your mind takes you.
Do
But
we
you-
come to the conclusion that he's an assassin?
No. You're not given anything that immediately leads you to believe that he's an assassin.
I just didn't know like
Possibly-
poisons and shit.
I know
Possibly
that.
not doing something nefarious, but not an assassin. Not yet.
I've brought you all up to this room, and you decide to go through his things.
Can't take these people anywhere.
Seems.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves. What if I
I
just
know.
went through all of your stuff, your personal
You are more than
stuff?
welcome to go
I
through
don't
every
have
single one of my
anything.
things if I come down there and I'm sketchy as hell.
Yeah, I'm just saying he was really nosy about me. Like whatever, it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry I spilled it. I didn't mean to.
Sarah, he's not sorry. You can tell.
Yeah, Sarah's staring daggers at both of them. And she begins
He's the one who
picking up-
stole it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Ivan, I saw you looking at that bag and you grabbed it.
I did.
Pretty sus.
Wow, that's very perceptive of you. Amazing. Look at you.
You know what? Forget it. She's just going to start picking up his things and putting them back in the bag. I think we should leave.
Somebody that didn't have something to
Thank
hide
you.
would not want to just drop the subject.
I hate to do
Scout.
this, but I'm gonna vomit in the bed.
Scout will help you pick up your stuff.
Okay, we're leaving. Out.
Why?
I get my blade.
Because I drank way too much alcohol and I haven't had it in 20 years.
Oh, that's fair. That's safe.
Everybody
you know what?
out.
Give me fortitude save. I'll give you the benefit of the
Okay,
doubt on this
sure.
This is a
because
mistake.
you've done so much.
3.
Good lord.
Wow. Okay, that's
Oh my
that's great. You
gosh.
couldn't have rolled worse. Yeah, Cain,
My bad.
it's a moment. Can't take them anywhere, then just immediately just starts chortling vomit horrendously.
I'm gonna start instinctively pawing next to it, like I'm trying to bury it, but not actually helping at all.
My God, I'm seriously. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at my paladin abilities here.
Scout's like currently helping Sarah pick up stuff and putting them back in the bag.
Thank you, Scout. Thank you. I put the
pay
things
for
away.
that.
Everybody, get out now. Out. All of you, out now.
Trying to help.
Unless you want to feel the divine wrath.
I don't like the
Get
sound
out.
of that.
We can talk about your friend later. It's fine.
Out.
Just
Scout
saying.
drops the bag and
I'm
rolls.
just saying,
Leave it.
guys. If there was nothing to hide, she wouldn't have cared. She would have cared to drop it so
Or
quickly.
how about you just don't look through other
I'm with the weasel.
Yes, a weasel you
Stoke.
are. Now get
Stoke,
out.
Sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Out.
Out we go.
Sarah, you force everyone. Do you force Scout out as well?
Yeah, and you, no, Scout can stay.
You're cool. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool.
Cain, you can clean this up.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you. The problem is that it's gonna come back
In
later.
an hour.
In an hour.
I love this.
Smell
Fucking
so
We'll
bad.
be gone. It's fine.
Can you imagine how
Poor Hal's gonna get
someone
back and be
fucking
like, "What
puked in my bed?
Oh my God, I hate everything. This is a mistake.
Okay.
Wait, did
Sounds
I
like
see
Hal
him
was a
prestidigitation
mistake.
it away? Did I see him do that? Or am I already out?
Probably he probably meant he's, sorry, I'm prestidigitation, and you overhear that, so you know what it's about. It's not the first time you've encountered a prestidigitation spell.
I was gonna say if I was still in the room, I'd just make more of it. But you know,
So I
I'm
would have
already
at
out.
least
I'm already out.
I would have at least seen her scramble for this one specific paper and hide it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I picked up details that are undisclosed as to this moment.
Yeah, I'll let you know more details after game. Specifically you, because a 28 is gonna net some additional details. Anju, do you head downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Ivan, are you also heading downstairs, or are you waiting in the hallway?
No, I'll go downstairs. I'm friends with Anju at this point.
I'm still doing this. I'm still doing like,
Okay.
I don't
That was a
Cain,
pretty sweet grab, wasn't it?
okay, and now I now I turn to you and I'm like, you fucking blew it, man. Like if you had just chilled on it, I was gonna try to swipe it while everybody was looking at the map.
Now my arms are up. You know, next time I'll leave it to the sketchy cat. I'm sorry.
Next time I vomit,
you.
you need to take the chance to grab something.
You should have vomited sooner.
When I'm not sketchy, fuck you.
Meanwhile,
I know that you're a
upstairs,
rogue, right?
Scout-
Like you're very clearly a rogue. Like
Right, but I'm in denial.
fair.
But I initially admitted to being sketchy and then was like, wait, no, I'm cool. I'm normal and good, actually.
I'm a baker.
Scout, it's you and Sera alone in the room up to this point. Sera, you know that a spell has been cast upon the bed. You're not entirely certain what or how long it's going to last. You're not sure what to expect.
Yeah, Scout puts like the last item in the bag and then hands Sarah back the bag and's like,
You do know that that spell is not going to last.
It's not, is it? Damn it.
Negative.
All right, I will fix this. I'm gonna actually take all of our stuff and leave the room and go downstairs and ask if we can get a new room.
Sera, sure. No, I get you. But before you do that, Scout, do you exit the room?
Oh, God.
Or are you... What does this look like?
Depending on what the plan is, if she's leaving,
I'll
Scout will
meet
leave.
you out there, Scout.
All right.
Thank you
I
for
will
your
see you
help.
soon.
I appreciate it. You're the only good one.
Scout will roll out and stand in the hallway and wait.
Got it. You stand just in the hallway and wait for Sera. Sera, your particular situation is a little different here. You are forced to clean up after a mess that was not made by you. At least not entirely all of it. This, however, is a little different. What you see, you have not encountered magic before. Magic is common. It's everywhere. You're familiar with what a prestidigitation does. It's illusory magic, the basic stuff. It's a cantrip. Children cast prestidigitation. But you're not expecting to see what you see. As you begin to kind of pull up the sheets and stuff, so you leave it, but you gather your own things, you hear this almost like bubble popping pustule noise from the bed.
I will cautiously look toward it, grabbing my blade, because that sounds weird.
When you glean the sight of this mess Cain has made, it's undulating like it's boiling.
What is this? Boiling. Does it look like anything? Like, does it look like a form of something, or is it just like a pool of boiling ichor?
It's a pool of boiling vomit.
Okay. That is very weird. I will try to can I detect evil in it?
Ooh.
No, you do not detect evil. I mean, it's certainly mess, right? It's certainly something that came from his body, which might not latently be evil, but it's disgusting, right? But
detect unpleasantness.
You know that he used prestidigitation to either remove the visual of it or to remove the smell. Likely smell, because it is the most poignant part.
Okay.
But that sound, that's unnatural. No one really ever uses and channels multiple parts of prestidigitation. It's one facet or another. This is new. This is eerie.
Okay.
And it is not confounding to the rules of magic.
Okay. Sera will make a note of this. And as long as it doesn't come alive, she will exit the room.
Sure. Sera, as you're dealing with a Scout, I wanted to hit this before you exited the room. Scout, before you exit the room, because you're so low to the ground, you're not even more than 2 feet tall. You thought for certain Sera gathered all the papers. But under what looks to be, I don't want to quite say a chest of drawers, but something akin to that on the wall. A single sheet of paper was not caught by Sera's eye. It slid further than the rest. You know it's from the rest of Hal's paperwork.
Okay.
Do you point it out before you leave the room?
Yeah.
Or does your curiosity
would.
get the best of you here?
I think Scout would point it out. Scout would grab it and point it out.
Okay, Scout grabs it and points it out.
One.
Scout, the page that you've picked up shows a picture of Anju's face.
Strange. Why is there a picture of Anju?
I quickly grab it from Scout. That is a question for Hal. He has business with him, apparently. With Anju.
Is that why they were asking so many questions?
Maybe.
I didn't really notice until Ivan pointed it out.
Yes, perhaps. That could be why. Scout, I am a very honest person. I really am. I just am concerned for the state of Anju if we tell him this. So maybe we shouldn't. The whole. Oh, well, I wasn't there for that.
Yes. I'm the one who said that shit.
Maybe.
Why are you afraid for them? Is there something I should be aware of?
Anju. There may be things about Anju that we don't know, that he could be dangerous. So we should just be careful.
I shall note this.
Yes. I feel bad. I feel like am I manipulating this poor thing? I don't want to. I'm a good paladin.
We can tell.
I think
love.
if that's the case, when Scout goes out in the hallway and is waiting for Sera to get done, they'll kind of look down where the rest of them are and kind of scan Anju and just kind of like looking and seeing if they're acting strange.
Sure, Scout, give me perception.
Although they're both just kind of holding their hands up in the air.
Give me perception, please.
Okay. 13. Not my best.
Sure. So this is sort of what the situation looks like. The others stand down the stairs. Cain probably not quite doubled over, but definitely holding tightly or tighter onto the staff here, where Squeaks seems to hang from. His fortitude not quite what it once was. You overhear Anju and Ivan conversing about plans or things that could have gone differently, or wait a minute, I'm a good person as well. You've been hearing that a lot in the brief time that you're amidst this group. You're not certain if it's the truth, or maybe they're trying to tell themselves that.
You love a bunch of shitty people and constantly insisting that they're good.
I think that's funny that they both said it from like two different perspectives. I love this juxtaposed situation that Scout is in.
Sera,
Scout is in very much examining the situation.
Sera's absolutely
God's the best
disgusted
of all of us.
with the mess that Cain has left of the bed and the situation with Hal. It's messy to say the least, and not just because of the vomit. It's becoming quite intertwined, difficult to discover the correct path here. But Scout, as you stand there, a door to your left opens, and a familiar face steps through. A younger man you met earlier by the name of Idio. Idio steps out of the room, and you see a hand kind of exit out of the room. Much darker robes, very heavy-handed hand, and it seems that they're dropping a bag. You hear the clinking noise of money from this purse.
In a different room?
This is probably 2 rooms down to the left. You overhear this. It's Idio. And he goes, so you just, like, how much longer do I have to, like, help and follow him? Because I don't know how I can keep this up, man. Like, he's a good guy, and he seems like he knows what he's doing, but, like, his dad could just come down and look himself, right? Like, I don't have to be his little bird. The man says, it's not of me, nor is it my concern. You will continue to follow him. This is what Mr. Freely asks of you. And pretend continually to be his friend. Fuck, man. He's gonna catch on. He's gonna know. He's gonna know. I don't know when, but he's gonna find out. And he's not gonna be happy. Not with me. He's gonna be even more mad at his dad. That's none of my concern either. And the door shuts. The coin purse falls to the ground. He's like, man, I hate that guy. He leans down and picks it up. He sees you and he's like, hey, are you cute? You look at you, you're a little Warforged guy.
Salutations. You are cute too.
Seeing all kinds of weird looking Warforged. I saw a bird earlier. That was neat.
That is very neat.
And he kind of walks on. He ignores
What
you.
is neat?
Neat? That's like you, little guy.
I am cute. I am neat.
And that is actually where we end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh. Is everybody
I think Scout
good?
is gonna have to have a
Fucking
chat with
idiot.
Ivan.
The drama unfolds.
Good
I thought he was
lord.
the homie.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. I'm going to give these players an opt-outs here so that they can find their way into what are after stream work they got to do. Some of them have some things going on. So, Cain, as played by CobaltStreak, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
What's up? I'm Cobalt. I stream just about every day, either at 5 or 6 p.m. Central. I do lots of roguelikes, strategy, stuff like that. Yeah, swing on through. Come say hi. Appreciate
Tracy.
it. Had fun.
Sarah, Miss MagiTech, MagiRPG, all of the monikers. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
A lot of names. Hello, everybody.
Mhm.
I am Tracy, Miss Magitech, MagiRPG in chat. I stream. I used to my handle used to be Miss Magitech on Twitch, but now I'm MagiRPG because I just play TTRPGs with my friends on Twitch. So if you want to check us out, that's where we are, twitch.tv/MagiRPG. And yeah, and then of course VTM on Saturdays with Bub. That's what I do. And that's me.
It's going to be a good time. Scout, MargaretKrohn, the purest of souls. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
It's like this poor thing that's programmed only for this one thing.
We're
too
writing
funny.
hell of a list of rules for you.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy. I love it. I'm MargaretKrohn. You can find me in all the places at MargaretKrohn. I do lots of things on the internet. There are some secret projects I've been working on that are going to be coming to fruition soon that I'm excited about. But you can find me most frequently over on twitch.tv/rollforward on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, I am GMing Fablecraft, which is our Vecna Awakening game, which has been super fun. And then on Thursdays, I'm over there playing Valtorn, which is one that I am a character on, where I play a Kitsune, which is really exciting. And of course, here on Tuesday evenings with Bub. So I hope that you'll tune in and check out all the fun things. And yeah, sub to Bub.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Sub to Bob.
Ivan
Or
Freely, the man himself. Wow, sir, tell Frost.
Hey.
You've had an episode, my guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions because I'm assuming I'm going to see him as soon as he comes down those stairs. I don't think he's going to get out of there without another run-in.
Probably. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Yeah, twitch.tv/FrostPrime_. You can find me at the FrostPrime and every other place. I also am a roguelike gamer for the community with a loud mouth.
People were waiting for it, man. I told them if they filled the bar that you could fulfill the topless stream, but
They were 5 subs off.
Yeah, they just quite weren't there. But good luck, guys. Better luck next time.
Performance issues, it happens.
Yeah, there's a bill for that, I think. Anju, BenBriggs, what are you doing these days? Where can you find you, sir?
I am at twitch.tv/BenBriggs live. I'm also on your favorite music platform as just BenBriggs. You can listen to all the video game remixes or whatever I've done. You can also buy my music on Bandcamp if you would like to actually give me money as opposed to fractions of pennies. But we appreciate anything we can get, don't get me wrong. I stream primarily in the retro category. I like going through the backlog of my old games from my childhood, mostly a Nintendo kid. And this Friday evening, I'm throwing a house party here in my home.
Ooh.
And we are streaming that. It's a
Sounds
going away party for my best friend, Robo Rob. And we're going to set up the DJ decks and we're going to have the projector going with the visuals and everything. So it'll be like an actual Twitch URL show / concert. That's this Friday on Tiny Waves. That's twitch.tv/tinywaves. Tiny Waves is also the record label / production company, music agency that I run. So yeah, this Friday on Tiny Waves, we're throwing a house party. We're calling it Summer of '69. Nice. It's a half-assed costume party with just, we have a bunch of DJs coming from out of state. Robo Rob's leaving for good, so it's a going away party for him. And then, I stream on Saturdays. We do 2D Mario games with Jada Bella. And then Tuesdays, I do this with Bub. And Tuesday afternoons, I actually do new music discovery, looking for new music to DJ with, also on Twitch. So anyway, that was a lot. This Friday, twitch.tv/tinywaves. And whenever I feel like it, playing retro games, twitch.tv/BenBriggs live.
That was. You guys can watch Tuesday though. You can check out Ben, what he does Tuesday. I generally tune in and work. So that leaves me, guys. You're here. You already know what I do. I'm a storyteller by trade. I love doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm looking forward to doing many more shows. I'm Saturdays here with Sera, aka Tracy. We do some stuff with Pod by Night. It's we broke over 100 episodes of Vampire the Masquerade.
We've been playing VTM since 2018.
It's
okay?
bonkers. Yeah, it's
It's
kind of nuts.
wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And I'm trying to get into some more stuff with MagiRPG crew. I've got a couple of cool ideas that I want to see in
Also,
fruition.
I'm Bub's grandmother in that campaign.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
it's
may
weird.
see Maggie on the show again soon.
But I'm 7.
So.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot to explain. It's just vampire shit. So you guys can find me on Pod by Night. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm just here making voices loud and all that jazz. Thank you guys for watching tonight. And as always, I encourage you to go out and support them. They're wonderful. Go follow them. If you're not, I'll hunt you. I'll do it. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.
Cute.
Do what you do. Stay
You
safe.
are
Stay
neat.
nerdy. And we will catch you later. Bye, everybody.